I'll make you famous.
Because I'm a cowboy! Oh, man.
And now, your mama knows.
29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What are you, fucking nuts? You thought...
Subscribe to the most epic channel on YouTube for live streams every week. Daily videos. Subscribe. Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon. Let's get it. All right, this thing is not good. I thought this thing was going to be good for me to jump around and do kicks on. No, this thing is slippery, man. So if I don't got shoes on, this thing is slippery. I don't know if I killed myself, but yeah. So guys, I went to the gym yesterday. I did yoga for the first time. And I thought it was going to be really hard. It actually wasn't that hard. Now, I'm sure I wasn't doing all the moves properly, but it was actually kind of dope. But after that, I worked out, right? Yo, I did something. Like, I think I must have, banged my elbow on, one of the machines. But, man, my elbow hurts. Okay, it looked the same. And it felt better today, but, man. Anyway, guys. Oh, I'm the cowboy. King of Entertainment, I'm back with another. Yeah. I'll try to make sure I didn't fall down that time. Yes. But yeah. So, guys, if you're here for some gaming, we're gonna get into some gaming. It's gonna be dope. Oh yeah, it's gonna be dope. Oh yeah, it's gonna be dope. Oh, sorry. I thought Lion was in the building trying to do his moves. You know what I mean? Let's go. Anyway, so man, we got a lot to talk about. F-Cat has a lot to get off his mind, and I think it's cool. So if you're new to the channel, just scroll on down to the home tab and you'll see I do gaming, login, podcasts, movie review, product reviews. Guys, I got you covered. If you're here just for gaming, I got you covered. If you come here for wrestling, I got you covered. If you come here just for the news and what's going on in the world, I got you covered. The Cowboy King of Entertainment. That's why it's called King of Entertainment. Because I do it all. I get my sing on. Cause I won't let that away. Get my dancing on. Guys, I do it all. Martial arts. I do it all. Yeah! All right. So guys, I'm gonna have McDonald's today for dinner. I don't know if I want fish. I'm not sure. But anyway, so we're gonna get into it because I know my man F-Cat, he's in the back and he's ready to rock. So we gotta get it into it. So I'm gonna grab a chair. I hope you guys grab a chair and let's get into it. But I noticed my camera's off a little bit, and I like it to be like that. So you can see more of my fish tank. All right, so what do we talk about today? Well, the question is not what do we talk about. The question is where do we start? So let's see what you guys are talking about. Bam, Holtz is in the building first. Let's go, my man Holtz. Not just the average old Joe, but he's the Joe with the all right. You know what? I messed that up. But anyway, Holtz is in the building. F-Cat is in the building. He said drop the link. Damn, this hurts when man, my elbow hurts. Oh, hold on real quick. My wife is asking me what I want from McDonald's. Let's see. I don't know. Get me. What's up, man?
What's up?
Anything.
I hate to bother you on your stream, but I was gonna say, can I get the clippers?
Yeah. Which ones?
There was one that I used last time. That one seemed pretty.
The ones or
not the one to get sharp, just the ones I could throw the clip on there and just.
okay. Well, the original one broke, so now the one I got is the what is it called again? The Manscaped. Yeah. So I got that one. So but it's right on the thing. Yeah.
And then what clip should I use?
I think it's on there.
Oh,
Yeah. No. The one you would want to use would be longer, I think, than the ones I use. But hold on, guys, real quick. I'll be right back because I don't know. I gotta find where I put those. Yeah. I'll be right. What's going on, guys? I want to welcome you to something very special. The And Now Your Mama Knows All-Purpose Champions, and what that is a membership for the channel. It's $2.99 a month, and with $2.99 a month, you will get virtual videos. That's right, guys. What I'm doing is something different that no one else is doing. So for that $2.99, if you have any type of business, anything you sell, anything you want to promote, whether it's a YouTube channel, a social media page, I will make a custom video specifically for you, and I'll be illustrating everything that you tell me to. I'll add links to the video. It's going to be in a playlist, and that way it'll literally be your own personal advertisement. Also, guys, we're going to be doing member shout outs. So the people who are members, if you're an all-purpose champion, I'm going to have your name all over. I'm going to announce your name in multiple videos. Don't worry, guys. The world will know that you are an all-purpose champion. Something I also want to do, guys, that's going to be awesome and monumental is I'm going to have early access to videos. That's right. If you're an all-purpose champion, you'll be able to watch certain videos before anybody else. Also, guys,
I have emojis and badges. And the cool thing about the badges are the longer you become an all-purpose champion, guys, you get the upgrade from badges to badges to badges. So you can show everyone else your cool badges and why you're an all-purpose champion. Well, guys, thank you. And I know you all can't wait to rush out and become a Now Your Mama Knows all-purpose champion. So I'll see you guys in the next video. And now your mama knows.
And now your mama knows.
All right, guys. Sorry about that. My bad. But anyway, bring in none other than my man, my right hand man, my soldier, the guy who loves to bring up craziness, and he might just be getting y'all today talking about, I don't want to talk about console wars, but coming in red hot is none other than F Cat is in the building. F Cat might be taking a break.
Yeah.
All right, there you
Can
go.
you
There
hear
you
me?
go. My bad, man. My son was trying to get me to let him borrow my trimmers, and I
Yeah.
don't know what the hell what I did with them. Anyway, I'm gonna stop looking. But anyway, let me create.
Yeah. you know how I got into like Avatar, I almost beat it and all
Mhm.
that. Well, I'm playing the game that's mostly
Mhm.
comparable to it, and that's Far Cry Primal.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever play that.
Yeah. That's like was like part 3, right? Or like the little spinoff.
The caveman one.
Yeah, with the dinosaurs and all that. Yeah, like a
Yeah,
1,000
yeah,
years ago. But
yeah,
well, let me do this. Let me
yeah.
hold on.
That's close to comparable to Avatar.
Oh, I'll still play it eventually. But hold on, let me bring in none other than the new We Wrestle Wednesday Women's Champion. He won it on his first day. My man Ray.
Yo,
What's up, man?
yo, I'm making it.
You back there for so long, man. I
No,
apologize.
that's all good. I'm just sitting on my phone.
I appreciate it. I was trying to find something for my son, and I couldn't figure it out. I was just like, "Hey, I give up." But I was trying. But let me bring in. We can't have PlayStation or gaming. Well, probably PlayStation. Wait, this guy actually just joined the Xbox Nation. None other than TPG. Let's go.
1 month only. 1 month only.
Hey, fair enough.
What
Now,
did
let me
you
ask
do,
this,
TPG?
Here's
I
what's cool,
subscribed to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. I've been playing on
Oh my
Xbox.
god.
So wait, what have you been playing it on so far?
My PC. This
Okay.
piece of crap.
Oh yeah, but it's still cloud.
I got some
gaming,
like
so, I mean,
third-party bootleg controller. I was laying
Okay.
around. I was like, "Fuck it, why not?" And ooh, it's a good service if you can get it fucking working. Good lord.
Well,
15
what?
goddamn minutes trying to play State of Decay 2.
The
15 damn minutes.
waiting
Damn.
15 minutes
Those waits that long?
Shit,
for
man.
xCloud.
Yeah, well, it's because of fucking
Damn.
Power World. Oh, look, I want to catch the Walmart version of Pikachu. Oh, here
Yeah,
we
because
go.
of Power World.
Oh,
Power World's causing delay, waiting queues.
Well, from what I read
longer
on
queues
Reddit too,
for
it wasn't
xCloud.
just Power World. Starfield also was causing
well,
problems.
Starfield.
No,
yeah, when Starfield first came out.
when it first came out.
Yeah, when it first
Yeah,
came
that's
out.
what I was saying.
Yeah, when it first came out, that was definitely.
Yeah,
a
not
thing.
anymore.
Ray's the women's champion. Man, we gotta promote him up to tag team champion.
Hey man, nah, listen, bro.
Well,
Listen, that's a prestigious title. That used to be my title. I used to go hard for that title.
Yeah, Cowboy. Didn't you win the world heavyweight title? And through shady ass meets.
they're you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't never win shady. Whenever I win, it's legit, sir.
That's a lot.
Okay? Legit.
You wouldn't have won without TPG's help.
You can't get
Well,
any
because
more
everyone
legit
kept jumping
than
in
the way I
and
win.
attacking each other. I was like, "Fuck it, dude! Someone just needs to end this match."
My man Ronan said he got a new desktop. Well, that's cool. Oh no, you got a new desk. My bad. I need a new desk. I got these little things that I knock everything over all the time.
Yeah. The original desk I got was it was supposed to be an L-shaped desk, but it was so hard to put together. I was like, "Fuck it." So I just pulled my
Damn.
second desk together. I was like, "Okay, I got an L-shaped desk. It just looks awkward as hell."
I'm playing on L-shaped desk.
Exactly. Well, it's
And
handy.
Why don't y'all stop saying I do not cheat, okay? All right. And Rudiggs was in the building. All right. So FCAT, let's get this show on the road, bro.
Yeah, he just benefited from TPG's negligence. That's all.
Listen, TPG went
honestly,
rogue. He went
It was
rogue,
not
went
no.
crazy. And I was like, listen, I'm not stupid. I'm paying attention. I'm gonna try to win off of him going crazy. I don't know about those guys. And guess what? I won off him going crazy. So, oh well.
So honestly, I didn't think I was gonna have anything for today, but I just
But then,
put some stuff together, and we're gonna kind of get on to a subject that I really don't want to talk about, but I guess we have to because we cover gaming news here.
Is it something that's actually good?
First off, they trying to get me to buy a Switch 2, bro, because it looks like they're gonna make a new Star Fox on a Switch 2.
Oh, really? Listen, you don't need Star Fox. Just get Chorus. It's literally the reimagining of Star Fox 64.
No, I didn't like Chorus.
Oh, you did?
Okay, so
I want Star Fox, like Star Fox 64.
is the rumor that this is a new game or a remake, remaster? Okay.
New Star Fox.
Because I was gonna say, if this is a fucking remaster, versions of Star
I mean,
Fox
if it looks
64 are we
better
gonna get?
than 64,
Listen,
than Star Fox 64,
Listen,
like
I
that'd be just like-
guarantee FCAT, you're gonna play Star Fox. You're gonna play this Star Fox, and it's gonna be a childish version of Chorus. That's all it's gonna be. It's gonna be like Chorus, but for kids. I'm just saying.
I mean, hey,
Man, like
Star Fox
Chorus.
comes to Nintendo Switch too. That'd be cool. Now, when are we gonna get fucking Metroid Prime 4?
Good luck.
Until the day
Yeah.
that game comes out, I'm gonna keep bringing it up every time I hear Nintendo talk.
Crazy, man.
I tried out Chorus. I wasn't really too big on it, but I guess Star Fox is like I remember that being my jam.
Yeah. I mean, I remember playing Star Fox 64.
Everyone tells me that.
Yeah.
It's like Star Fox was my jam, GoldenEye was my jam. Like,
Yeah, Star
GoldenEye
Fox,
was-
GoldenEye.
you're all
Star
singing the
Fox,
same damn song.
Star Fox 64 came with the Rumble Pack. Remember that?
Yes, I remember that vividly.
Yeah, that thing was a
Yeah.
vibrator.
Yo.
It was like,
That was a
over.
Rumble
Let me-
feature before
let me ask you
Rumble
guys
was a
this.
thing.
Let me ask you guys this. Here, let me pull this down real quick because we are here to talk about gaming. Whoops, my bad. Wrong person. Wrong thing. What have you guys been playing? Like, what have you been playing recently?
Daisy, Final Fantasy 16, and
Okay.
WWE.
People keep telling me DayZ's kind of unplayable now.
It actually it's a lot better now. They updated the servers and everything.
That's
At least if you have a PS5, you can play it. But PS4 players are kind of not really. They kind of got screwed over.
I kind of want to play it.
So how far are you into Final Fantasy 16, and what's your thoughts?
Not very far. I mean, I'm liking it so far, but
Okay.
if I can ever get my my PlayStation to upload the videos like I want them to, I've been having problems with
Piece of
that.
advice: all you really need to do is get a thumb drive and just transfer it over to the thumb drive and put it on your computer.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna start doing because I feel like it's easier.
It's a good way to
because you're
gather
not-
B-roll footage.
Because you're not doing it live. You're just
I'm recording it as I go.
okay.
Yeah, so you don't do what me and Cowboy do. We stream right off the
Nah.
damn PlayStation.
Right. Okay, that's cool. That's what Rune does, though. Ronan, my bad.
Well, it's
Ronan.
handy.
That's
It's
what
like-
Ronan does.
Fucking glad
Yeah,
Sony
Ronan.
had that feature.
So you
I can
said,
just play it as I want.
so you're playing Final Fantasy. You're enjoying it. You're playing, we know you're playing WWE.
Yeah.
So, and we know you're enjoying that. And what was the other game you said?
Daisy.
Oh, Daisy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
It-
That's-
Basically,
kinda
what
like-
the Last of Us multiplayer project could have been.
yeah.
Naughty
My son-
Dog.
My son used
It's
to play
like Rust but with zombies.
Okay, that's cool. Well, let's bring in one more person to the fray. He's not just my guy. He's not just your guy.
Oh,
He's
God.
not just your guy, but he is the accent guy. What's up, Holtz? It's been a
Pretty good.
while.
Goody. Well, I had some good topics, so I thought, hey, I had the magic word Nintendo, Star Fox,
Yeah,
Final
man.
Fantasy
He
16.
heard the word Nintendo. He's like, I gotta jump in now.
I had
Yeah,
Final
he is a
Fantasy
Nintendo
16, and I
fan.
said,
So wait, so before we go too crazy, I was trying to get each person to just say what they've been playing recently and what's their thoughts on it. So let's go to you, FCAT.
I already told you I jumped into Far Cry Primal.
Okay.
No, we gotta do the catch up stuff.
Yeah.
I bought Helldivers 1
Okay.
to get ready, and
What is that on? That's on
played that a little
PSN?
bit.
Where'd you
It's
get
on
that from?
PlayStation.
It's on
I got it
PlayStation
on
and PC.
PlayStation and PC, but I got it on PlayStation.
Okay. And when's the last time you played Quantum Error?
Quantum Error. So Quantum Error, I am actually at the Fire Boss, which is a little bit ahead of you where you are
Okay.
with the sharks.
Yo, does this game ever end? Like they said it's a 20-hour game. That's a lie.
Cowboys are going for a while now.
Dude, this game doesn't end. I'm telling you. Like, but
You're definitely
all right,
every
cool.
20 hours.
Okay, but
TPG.
here's the question,
Go
what
ahead.
were you gonna? Oh, you're asking what games I've been playing?
Yeah.
Me mostly just been sticking to the same old shit. Need to finish fucking Cyberpunk at some point. But I start picking up Xenoverse 2, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, and because I bought all the DLC for it. And I'm like, man, I remember why I love this game, but I also remember why I wanted to fucking throw my controller against the wall. Fucking go through 10 minutes of a boss fight. It's like, well, you don't get that loot you want. Also, been playing The Last of Us No Return mode. No shock there. The Last of Us show.
About that.
Yeah, dude, but it's fucking fun, especially once you get into like the custom run and you can change the settings. Oh, so much fun. But yeah, just
so The
same old
Last
shit.
of Us, and you're playing. You said
Xenoverse 2.
Xenoverse. Okay.
Of course, Fortnite here and there because gotta do my Fortnite grind.
Yeah, man. Okay.
I only got my Peter Griffin skin.
Okay. And Lion's in the building. What's up, Lion? And my man Runes is in the building. What's going on? So we're just talking about games right now that we've been playing and what's our thoughts. So host, what about you? What games have you been playing recently, and what's your thoughts? How you like them?
I've been playing it Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, so the Yakuza series, which is the RPG, like turn-based. I've really been loving it. It's made me laugh start to finish. About 10 hours in it. It's amazing. And then I've been on my Steam Deck playing The Cub, which is sort of like a Little Nightmares meets Limbo. So
what is it called?
The Cub. The aesthetics of it.
Okay, I like stuff like that.
The aesthetics of it is amazing, and the DJ and the soundtrack. The DJ's from like Mars because all the Earthlings have left the planet because it's all in disarray. So like sort of what you see like Godzilla, and all that's left is all these like creatures and the humans that are mutated, and it's about the cub that goes
what is that on?
It's on everything, if I can recall. And in the end, it's sort of like in that limbo style where you follow the character through the sort of harsh lands of the planet, and it's really good. It's very cheap. I think I picked it up for like $7.
Oh, that sounds cool.
It came out like last week, and
it's called The Cub.
The Cub, yeah, like a wolf cub, yeah.
Right.
CUB.
Gotta look that up. Anything else you've been playing?
The Last of Us Part 2, but yeah, we've all played The Last of Us. Yeah. I've gotten the PlayStation 5 upgrade, and the grass is only a little bit greener on the next gen. That's all I can say about that game. Great.
Yeah,
great story.
I bought it, but I didn't even think to play it yet. I forgot I bought it until TPG reminded me.
I'm the same with you, Cowboy. I bought Tekken 8.
Just a piece of ice. Ooh, nice.
I bought Tekken 8, and I was really hyped. Like, yes, I'm going to play it this weekend. And then, Like a Dragon came. I was just playing that instead, and I was like, oh, okay, bye. Yeah. I'll play you when
it came out. I played Paladins or Pal Worlds was that same day. But all right, so guys, we got somebody else that's sneaking up in the building, so we might as well see what they've been playing lately. So it's none other than Captain Canada himself. Rue Diggs is in the building. Let's go.
Oh,
Rue, what's up, man? Talk to us.
Oh, great to be here. Great to pop onto a gaming panel such as yourself.
Yes, sir.
Just been chilling out, gaming Ghost of Tsushima.
Okay.
That is what I have been on as of late. The game is absolutely massive. They really wanted you to play that forever and ever. I accidentally hopped onto a boat, and if you're familiar with it, I am in Iki Island. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Holtz, I know you know what I'm saying.
Iki Island's the expansion. I've seen you play it on the PSN, and I was gonna go, oh, Rue Diggs, you're finally playing Ghost of Tsushima. I was gonna spam you for a bit. I was like, no, I'll let him play.
You've seen it though. You've seen I've been grinding away at it.
Yeah, I've been seeing you on Iki Island.
Yeah. So I've been clearing that out. The hallucinations. It really added that factor I was looking for, because Ghost of Tsushima is a very iron and steel type of game. There's no magic. There's no sorcery of such. But when you get to Iki Island, there's that other dimension they add through poisoning that it gives me that cool feeling. I like it. I like being interacted with in the middle of the open world through these voices in your head. So it's really grabbing me through the expansion. But I still need to get through the entire game. Like, I feel like I haven't even touched the main story. I just hopped off on a boat.
That's cool, man. What else have you been playing? Anything else this week?
I have been jumping into Sekiro Shadows Die Twice because I've been craving those big, huge boss fights. And right now I'm plugging away at the Gauntlets of Strength. So if you're familiar with those are bosses in succession that you complete in order to get different skins in the game. I was able to get through the first one, and beating those bosses just brought back such amazing memories. Lady Butterfly, Ganishiro, and just like enjoying fighting Owl again. Oh, these bosses are just absolutely iconic in the
Lady
gaming
Butterfly
field.
is where I decided to get off the train. Like, all right,
Yeah,
you know what?
I tried Hellblade, the first one on xCloud, and it literally had no sound.
Oh, you know what? I didn't
Which is
realize
weird.
Hellblade was on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Okay, well, guys, I've been playing. Right before the show, I was actually practicing some Tekken. I went to, see some more moves my favorite character Kazuya has in the game. I've been playing the hell out of Quantum Error. Dare I say, I'm actually really liking this game. I want to beat it, but I was thinking, like, man, I got to send it back at some point to get Helldivers 2. So I need to really push to really try to beat it. And I've been playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. I was playing that last night. I just not the biggest fan, but I want to beat it.
Cowboy?
Yeah, listen, I'm still playing it. You know,
I would have thought you would have given up by now.
I'm still playing it, but yeah, because I beat Hell House like a week ago, and now I was they asked me to come back to the tournament, and so they're dressing up Aerith, and I'm running around town doing stuff while she's so yeah, I'm gonna beat it, but honestly, I don't know if I want to actually play to beat the last one though. I might, the new one that's coming out, I might just be like, listen. But anyway, but yeah, so that's been pretty cool. Man, have you guys, let me ask you this. Have you guys ever played a game that you knew just wasn't going to be for you, or it was just the graphics wasn't good, or just something about it you just was like, no, and then for some reason you end up liking it more than you have? Because that's me and this Quantum Error. Dude, I'm enjoying this game, and as buggy as it is, as like at times it looks crazy, at times I'm like, the character models are just terrible, but then I'm like, man, it looks pretty shiny, and so it's such a weird thing that I'm enjoying that game.
Shiny in the right places.
Yeah, they spent all their budget on the cutscenes.
I don't know, because some of the character models are really bad. They're like
Oh, yeah.
faces all stiff.
I'm shaking my head, but in that same sentence, it was Final Fantasy VII's not doing it for me. And then it was like this buggy, barely working, shiny game is, but it's great. I thought I was like, oh no.
I never said it was great. I never said it was great.
Quantum Error.
That's crazy because I put Immortals over Quantum Error, like,
yeah,
as far as better. But so you said you're not going to be interested in Sun and Bone when it comes out?
Skull and Bone?
No, Sun and Bone.
Oh,
the Quantum Error.
Turok meets
Turok.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is,
wouldn't be.
The thing is, I kind of don't have a problem playing games just to see if I might like them or not. If you guys want a GameFly subscription, just check out the link in the description.
Oh, but, official advertising.
Yeah.
So
we
it's
gotta get back
it's on the Cowboy. Go get yourself a 1 month free on the Cowboy. It's on me. But
because he's pretty high for the GameFly.
But yeah, so I just wanted to get with you guys and see what, before we get into all the other stuff. Listen, I like talking gaming news, but what's better than gaming news is what we actually playing, right? The games we're enjoying.
Man, I'm just ready for Helldivers 2 and Banishers. Like,
dude, freaking!
I want to play.
You gotta remember February 2nd, The Last of Us Part 2 documentary comes out.
Hold up, say that again. February 2nd. What?
So,
February 2nd, The Last of Us Part 2 documentary comes out, and if you have the PS the remaster, you get it for free.
Well, hold up, real quick. Speaking of Helldivers 2, Rudiggs, tell them how they can score themselves a copy of Helldivers 2.
Yes.
Whoops. All right, hold on.
They're giving a boot.
There you go.
Hey, everybody. On the Rudigs channel, we are giving away Helldivers 2, a copy of it, so be sure to check it out. You need to check out my channel when I go live, 10 p.m. Eastern, weeknights, and also on Cloud and Console. We got a variety of shows, a new podcast coming up this Saturday. So all you got to do, subscribe to the channels, make sure you got notification bells on, and then once we go live, enter the contest and get into the draw to win Helldivers 2. Once you win a draw, we're going to do the official draw on February 7th, where we'll be giving away a copy of the game. And yes, Cowboy is in the draw. He has got an entry, so you can win as well. All you got to do is show up, say hi in the live chat, enter, and you got a chance. Also, before you take me away, I just put up a Helldivers 2 video explaining everything you need to know about Helldivers 2, and that gives further contest details, so be sure to check it out on the Rudigs channel right there.
Oh, okay, that sounds dope. I gotta check that out.
Damn, I want that conversation.
All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, back into the news. So how
before
I've
you
been
hit
seeing-
on news, there was something Cowboy said I wanted to touch on. Baldur's Gate 3. It's a turn-based game, and yes, you always tell me I got SPG on my back, so he's got my easy mode on. But treating that game, I thought I was not going to like a turn-based game going into it. I was like, no, I'm against this. But we started treating it like a Souls game, and that changed the perspective to it.
Okay.
And because it's so flexible in its design, you can literally treat everybody as an enemy and just destroy them. And the game adapts to the way you're playing. And most fun I've had in a game. I want to do another run just to see what's going on. It's really pulled me in. So always give games a second shout, because you'll never know. They really can surprise you and bring out good times. So I will say that.
Rudigs, speaking of that, I don't want you guys to get mad at me, especially you, Rudigs, but I gave Ghost of Tsushima 2 tries, and I'm done with that. I don't know if I'm ever going back to that. The first time I played Gameflight, I played it for a little bit. I was like, I don't like it. Then somebody said, no, you got to play it. I played it for 5 hours, and I was like, I don't know. But as you're talking about, I'm like, man, it sounds epic, but it sounds like it's super long too. And I'm like, yeah, the next game, I just want to like get something that's going to be real short, because I don't know.
See,
but Obi's in the building, Rune's in the building, Chariot Man's in the building. What's going on, guys? Obi, I know you got to be enjoying life right now because Tekken is out. So that's cool. We got to play a little bit the other day, and that was really cool as well. But guys,
I'm nodding in the corner going, Rudigs, Ghost of Tsushima, Baldur's Gate 3, he's finished Final Fantasy 7. I'm like, yeah, that's it. And then Cowboy's saying the opposite. I'm like, boo.
Listen, that's why it's cool. We're all gamers. We got different tastes, and it's pretty cool. But guys, make sure you check out Rudigs. The links for his channel is right here. Go check him out. I'll be watching that video that you put up right after the show, because that sounds pretty cool. I'm glad you did that. So
I'm experimenting, getting out there, trying everything you can. And if you're passionate in something, go make a video. See how it does.
Listen, you never know, right? Like I was saying, dude, I made that video about I had some weird, I don't know, infection or bite on my leg. And in 2 days it got like 2,000 views. I was like, who's watching this? But I didn't know. I thought like 30 people was gonna watch it. So, you know, make a video, throw it out there.
People that Google like health symptoms.
I know this. I put hashtag spider bites, infections, and I think bug bite or something. So. But anyway, all right, FCAT, you ready to pull this up?
Yeah. First, before we get into this, I've been seeing and hearing a lot about Switch 2. Do y'all think it's dropping this year? And do y'all think it's gonna have the specs that they claim?
So the last time I heard specs, I heard it was gonna be like the PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
Which honestly, the PlayStation 4 has some good looking games. So I don't think
it's gonna be LCD, and they're gonna make $1 million or 10 million like the boot to start off.
Hold on, they're gonna do what?
I think it's like 10 million.
You mean
Switch 2s are gonna
devices?
distribute. Yeah.
I mean, Nintendo. Listen, Nintendo is one company that knows what they're doing. They know how to get people interested. They have the IPs that people want. So it's going to do amazing. I'm sure it's going to be great. They're really good at innovation. I'm sure it's going to hook up to your TV. I'm sure it's going to also be a handheld. Like, it makes sense, right? Like, I'm pretty sure technology could have a PlayStation 4, power PlayStation 4 on the go. You know,
the way I see it, Cowboy, is I think it's going to be a huge success because I think gamers' mindset has changed over the few years thanks to handhelds. So now, because we've got the Legion Go, the Steam Deck, the Claw, and stuff like that, that a range between 800p to 1440p, depending. And I think Nintendo's going to slide in perfect, and they're going to hit that 1440p with a great battery life and a great launch of titles, and everyone's just going to go, hey. And it's
so
going to
the
third-party
thing
support.
that's really good.
Let me
with
ask you
Nintendo,
something.
hold on, real quick. The thing that's really good with Nintendo is, I think you never really, like, I don't know what resolution the Switch is. I don't even think about it. I know they got an OLED version, I think, right?
720 to 1080.
But what comes to mind is the Nintendo IP. So I think who loves the Nintendo IPs, they're just gonna buy it just because that. I don't think people are gonna be like, oh, the Nintendo Switch is this powerful, and it compares to the
because I think in the past the Wii U died and all these other systems died because we were using how many teraflops, how many resolution, and people moved on, and it was the Xbox and the PlayStation that kept on getting the big powerhouses, and now the demographic has changed where people are playing now in systems that are smaller with something that is entry price to them. So now I feel like gamers now don't really care about the resolution, and they're saying, okay, if it give me 1440p at 60 in the handheld.
The thing is, back then, from Nintendo, right? I'll go back from Atari. It was always a jump. Remember the days of 8-bit, 16-bit, 32-bit. Everything was going and going and going, right? The Jaguar, right? And so everything was doubling, right? And so we kept going and going. And then when the Wii came out, it was like, hold up, wait. So that trend to move forward they kind of got like, it was like, wait, they deviated from it. And I think people had a hard time. But like you said, now
is that the resolution was like only difference. It was like play Call of Duty 100p more on the PlayStation. Now, this is what I was trying to get to. You keep on saying it's like a PlayStation 4. If people keep on running with that mark, and they're never going to see it as a next gen innovative device.
I don't think it matters though. Is somebody like me is going to say that because I'm not buying it. I know I'm not buying it, but somebody who's loving Nintendo IPs, they're not gonna care about that.
Devices like the handhelds are next gen devices in a portable form factor with great textures, but the resolution. And in the end, I think there's still old gamers or whatever that's got that mindset. Oh, it's last gens, and I think now a lot of gamers have changed their mindset and they're going to run with the idea. Who cares? And I think Nintendo are going to market to that strength with all the other handhelds, and it's going to be this is how consoles are going to be.
So the question I wanted to ask you. Wait, hold up.
Host, let me ask you this real quick. So I get it. On a handheld, don't really care too much. But what would you want the resolution of the Switch to be when it's connected to a TV?
1440p with FSR.
At least 1080.
Okay. That's because that's what I'm curious on. Like we could down it all we want.
4K,
like, oh, it's just a handheld, but it got to connect to a TV. And then as a gamer in 2024, what would you be willing to look at on a TV and be like, wait, hold up?
I'll accept a 1080 handheld, 1440p docked. I want 6 to 8 hours battery. I want to be as light as possible, and I want the chipset to support FSR for upscaling and other textures and all that other magic that does on the render side. And that.
Rudigs, this is not for you, Rudigs. Rudigs, this is not for you. It's a quarter pounder. It's meat. Okay, you don't be looking at my sandwich, Rudigs. I see them eyes. I see them glossy eyes, but you can't have one of these. Go get your toast or whatever it is. All right, stop.
Let me ask you.
One of my New Year's resolution.
All right, Rudigs, these are not for you. Get your eyes off of my fries. All right, just saying.
I like that.
So real quick, Holtz, I got a question. If the Switch 2 is not backwards compatible, is that a deal breaker for you?
Right, to me, right. Nintendo said on the Switch launch, and I'm pretty sure they did say, I have to look, but I'm pretty sure they did say, he said, we are focused on the way that when you buy stuff digitally through our eShop, these transactions and stuff like that will move forward in future adaptations of our handhelds. Because I've probably bought like Mario thousands of times. There's loads of games that I've bought 1,000 times, and I'm sick of tired. I keep on buying stuff because of nostalgia. So now going forward, I need to say, because I treat my Switch as a digital-only device, I have to start saying to Nintendo, you better have these backwards compatible on launch for a major lot of my library, or bring them to the Nintendo Switch Online where I've got access to them via the cloud.
Well, get ready to be disappointed because Nintendo sees a window of opportunity to make more money off the same game.
And I know that, and that's why I feel like that.
It'll be a new eShop, and you have to buy the game.
But if you do it, you're gonna destroy me soul. And I'm like, no.
Let me ask this. Let me ask Rain. Rain, what's your thoughts, right? What's your thoughts on the Switch 2? Like, what would make you not buy one, but consider buying one or have interest in it? Like, what's your thoughts on the Switch 2? Give us,
If they one problem I had with the Switch was the games, like they would transfer a game from like PlayStation over there, and it would look totally different. Like Mortal Kombat, for example, that was one of my problems I had with it. It was not the same game after that. I feel like if they fixed those issues, it'd be a lot better, and I'd want to buy it more. I mean, I like the idea of having a hand.
Unfortunately, that has to do with the hardware. And so if it's going to be a PlayStation 4 power and we got PlayStation 5.
I don't know, because there's handhelds out there that are running like PlayStation 4, and I've seen people like the Legion go, and that people are downscaling it down to 800p just to get to 60 FPS, low to medium-ish settings. So I feel like the Switch only runs like crap now because it's at the end of its life cycle, but there's handhelds out there that do have the power, but at that resolution. So I feel in the handhelds, there's got to be a push comes to shove on certain features.
Again, like I said, what's strong with Nintendo is their IPs. You're going to get some people, let's say Rain, right? It bothered him that, let's say, a third-party game, Mortal Kombat, isn't going to look as great, right? But their Mario and all their titles are going to be their vision. And so the people who love that brand, they're going to sell like crazy. And remember, it's not, we always think of the United States. If you go over to other countries, Nintendo is super, super popular. So it's going to be great.
All right, pull me up. We're ready. We got to get
let's do it, baby. But that was a good one. A good one, FCAT.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing that up.
You got rid of me.
My bad. They need to have a better button.
Oh, that's
the four people are blaming everybody else but themselves for the failure.
The day before developers blame hate campaign and misinformation for games reputation.
Yeah, so
How about this?
Reddit.
How about this? How
They
about this?
blame
How about you
bloggers on
blame your
Reddit
fucking selves? You guys put out the worst fucking game of last year, like easily. Like the fucking menus didn't work.
The day before.
I saw footage of like big head people, which is like hilarious.
This game was hot fucking garbage.
Cool?
Like
I'm glad it
straight out of the
came
elephant's
though.
ass hot.
I'm glad it actually came out because people was thinking it wasn't a real game for a while. So it's kind of cool that it actually.
Well, you know what? Honestly, I would have preferred if it was all fucking fake. At least I would have fucking suffered. Well, by the way, I didn't play this game, but I saw people playing it. And I was like, man, this looks like garbage.
Yeah, you sound like you played it yourself.
Oh, dude, I was excited for this game. I had a video up and everything about. I was like, man, this is gonna be like The Last of Us multiplayer. And then I see everything start unfolding. I'm like,
yeah, but see, isn't what you just said?
This was a scam game.
Isn't what you just said supported developers messaging with saying people on blogs and posts ran with this hate message, without even playing it? So,
yeah, but my eyes tell me what I see, and I'm like, man, I don't like what I see here. This is a very, very, very bad game.
It was probably the most controversial game of last year.
Oh, but guys, it was okay because they didn't take money from pre-orders, but they still took money to begin with, and then Steam had to refund everyone who bought this game.
crazy.
Yeah.
Well, it did look like a cool game.
Like, I'm sorry, I'm dominating this, but
Wait, what?
this
It
game
looked like a cool
this game pisses
The
me off.
trailers did,
This
Cool
game pisses
idea,
me off.
bad development.
but the game looked nothing like the trailers. That was the problem. But yeah, let's move on. So
Well,
Wait,
you know what else
wait,
can I say about
maybe
You know what else?
Apple open. Yep, go ahead.
would they change the messaging if they actually put it as early access?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was
definitely.
early access. They already they said that.
Well, there you go. If it was early access, then you can't bash it as much because it's not even a full
Exactly.
game. They
Yep.
told you it's not.
Yep.
Oh, it just sounds
No.
like some
Wait, was
coke
it early access or did
No,
it
it wasn't.
fully
I don't think it was early
launch?
access.
I think it
Remember,
fully
forever
launched.
people didn't think it was a real game, and then it actually came out.
Yeah. It was a weird thing. But yeah, Apple opens App Store for game streaming services in the EU.
Oh, of course, it's EU.
Yeah.
So only hosts
And
can
Epic had a
benefit.
response, right? And they said they'll be watching what happens closely because now you can play Fortnite via GFN and Xbox
no.
on your iOS.
Look, if Microsoft wants to come in and open their own little app store or whatever, third-party app store in there, in these new rules, they have to pay $1 million credit.
$1 million. Dun, dun, dun.
Credit. They have to have it in your credit to apply for this. Like your credit's got to be that good to even get a third-party app store running on iOS.
Hey, Cat, do you think you have credit scores to actually get these apps on? I haven't got a good credit one.
No, like if you want to do a third-party app store, like say Microsoft makes their own mobile app store, right? For them to put it on iOS, they would have to have like buku money.
How did this go from Apple to Microsoft? What is Microsoft?
I'm just saying.
Do you know, I'm really happy.
saying if Microsoft makes their own app store.
I'm really happy that it's better late than never that the streaming services are coming via apps. But because I've been using these services so much via the web browser and it's been working effectively, part of me is like, do I really care now? It's too late for me, but I'm glad other gamers have got access to having that little pretty icon on the home screen and you can just have it and it's all patched and all in just one place. So I'm really glad that they opened it up.
So yeah, so this says you can do the Game Pass, GeForce Now, all that.
Let me ask you a quick question, real quick. So hold this thought real quick. So look what Rune said, right? He said, no backwards compatible for the Switch. He's not buying it. Let me ask you guys this: if the Switch wasn't backwards compatible, would that be a deterrent for you? So I go around the room. What about you, Rain?
No, 100% it would be.
Okay. What about you, Holtz?
I need the Switch 2 to offer exactly what consoles are doing now. Offer an upgrade path, $10, and I'll be down to that level. That's it. That's as far as I'm going. So I want backwards compatible free or up to $10, and that's it. That's all I'm watching.
What about you, FCAT?
Oh, I don't own the Switch, so I haven't bought any old games or anything. So like, if I had to jump into Switch 2, it would be like a fresh, like into the ecosystem kind of thing.
Right. So it wouldn't matter to you. Okay, that makes sense. What about you, Rudiggs?
So I own the Switch and I've gotten the major releases on it. I feel as if I wanted to play those games again, which I don't have the drive to play older games like that. I'd simply turn on my old system. I don't think there's any reason for me to believe that they would give me those games again on the newer console. Yeah, I don't really. And I think the Switch 2, in my opinion, will probably move more towards digital than cartridges. But that's just my crazy thinking. We'll see what it looks like.
Nintendroids are gonna come after.
Okay, what about you?
What about me? If it does have backwards compatibility, I will flip Nintendo off and tell them to go suck a fat dick.
Okay.
I live in Washington, so I know where the headquarters are.
All right, well, don't say nothing to get you killed or arrested. But I'm with Rudiggs. Me personally, I'm always about new experiences. I rarely ever go back. I want them to spend money and time and passion into something new. I even drive me crazy when everybody's like, PlayStation need to do an emulator for PlayStation 3 games. No, you played them 1,000 years ago. Can we just move forward?
Cowboy,
so for me,
did you go back?
hold on, host. Let me just finish my little thing. So for me, I wouldn't hold it against the Wii. If they decided to make it move forward. Now, if they do what Holt said, digitally, you'll pay $10 and get an upgrade to this specs, then that's different because then you can say, well, I'm not buying it or I am buying it. And then they can make their little money for whatever they want to do. But for me, I wouldn't knock the Switch if it doesn't have a different, like they got like a double slot that you could put. I don't even know what the does the Switch got discs or cartridges? I don't even know.
Did you go back, Cowboy, to play games when you were on the PlayStation 4? So like Ghost of Tsushima, Final Fantasy 7, Spider-Man, before the remasters came out? Would you ever say, the remasters on PlayStation 5, I refuse to pay for it, but I'll go back and play my PlayStation 4? Because the PlayStation 4 is still available in your house, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah,
So the thing is, Holt, I got this thing. For some strange reason, I play games when they come out, and I kind of just be done with them. I don't even know how I'll be playing all these games. But I rarely ever go back, Holtz, for some strange reason. So for me...
Only Spider-Man and Final Fantasy 7. And,
Spider-Man was
I had an experience.
Spider-Man remastered. No, I played Spider-Man remastered.
So you played the remastered, but you wouldn't go back, and even though you you wouldn't go back on your PlayStation 4, that's in your house, and play Spider-Man PlayStation 4, even though it was on the PlayStation Plus.
Okay, so I was never interested in Spider-Man when it first came out. Mind you, I bought it for my son day one. We did a world premiere stream on this channel. Me and him played it for about an hour. I bought him for his birthday, right? That was a birthday gift. I never had interest. The game was in my house all them years. I just never cared to play it because I just wasn't a fan of Spider-Man. So years later, I was starting with all the Spider-Man movies. I was like, I kind of want to play it now. They talking about the new one was coming out. So that's when, I got to play the new one. But it was the remastered. So it was and remember, I could have easily played my son's version forever, but I held out because I wanted to play the remaster. Remember, you helped me out so I could play the remaster.
Final Fantasy 7, that's the PlayStation 5 version, I assume.
Yeah.
You had access to it on the PlayStation 4.
Right.
Yeah. So in the end, there's going to be gamers like you that will actually play games when it's on the new gen.
Yes.
So I feel like if the Switch brings ports, remasters, and upgrade paths like PlayStation 5, they're definitely going to get a lot of gamers on board.
But to be fair, there's very few games I want to, like if I usually if I don't get into them in the first like month or 2 months, a game's like a year old, I kind of just didn't have interest. I don't really care. So Spider-Man, I had so low interest, but I'm glad I finally did play it because it was really amazing. And then I'm glad I played part 2 because I gave it a 10 out of 10. Final Fantasy, it was like it was on the PlayStation Store or it was on PlayStation Plus forever ago. So it was like I had access to it, but I didn't really care to play it. And I know Obi was like, "No, you'll love it." And eventually I was like, "Okay, fine, let me play it." Of course, I don't love it, but yeah. So for me, I'm like Rude Diggs. Long story short, I like those are two instances I played a game that was
and Dead Space, and the list is getting bigger.
No. When I played Dead Space wasn't that old. Dead Space remake. I played
Dead
Space
franchise though, isn't it? You could have played on.
So I kind of got some kind of Nintendo news. Pull me up, Cowboy.
Okay. All right, kind of Nintendo news. I like it. Let me thank Room.
I remember sending this.
Let's thank Room real quick for sending us into this little tangent. So thank you, Room. That was a cool thing. All right, go ahead, FCat.
So the Pokemon Company says they're gonna look into Pal World.
What are they gonna look into? What are they gonna play
it? They're gonna look for.
See how the competent game's made?
No,
they can own.
To me, it's like look into it. You'd have every right to look into that in case something's being plagiarized. But to me, I'm like Nintendo. I don't really think you're gonna find something. You're gonna see something that's tongue in cheek relating to a Pokemon, but it's not a Pokemon design.
Well, let me ask you guys this.
Well, some of the characters are similar though, a little bit too similar, like Lucario. And
apparently they're going.
They are similar.
I mean, to me, if they're the same colors,
that's why I don't deal with the Japanese. The Japanese are fucking scummy like that. You steal our idea. How did I steal your idea? It's a fucking green two-feeted fox. That's our idea. We take from you.
There was a Pokemon mod on Pal World. It came
They
out
took
like
that down.
yeah, they took that down,
Right.
and then
That
they
makes sense.
I don't know how much they sued the dude for, or
TPG
if they
being a
doing it.
racist.
So if
You
this
know-
was Nintendo, like Nintendo would have already sent them cease and desist and blah blah blah. Now, if they do find something and they're credible on it, they can send a cease and desist, and if they don't do anything, then it would go into a lawsuit.
Yeah.
That's where they're having trouble though finding stuff. That's like they should have seized assist the mod, dude.
Listen here, the CEO said like,
Imagine.
he's too
I mean,
lazy.
I can imagine this game being pulled from Steam, but imagine being pulled from Xbox. That'd be crazy.
Well, so I think the thing is, right, when I look at it and I see you actually throw the balls and then they suck them in, I'm like, oh man, that looks like Pokemon. But then you can look at Digimon and you can look at all these other stuff that was out years ago.
But Digimon didn't have a
Digimon
capture
Ball.
mechanic like that.
They had the wrist
Say
strap.
that again?
Yeah,
What-
Digimon
what-
they
didn't
didn't
evolve
look
like
like
that.
'em.
You don't capture them.
So
You had a partner.
how it works is Pal Worlds most likely got a legal opinion that said you are okay to do that. There is no way they raised $5 million to build Pal World without a legal opinion giving them right of way to do this. It's just
yeah, they
it's
definitely
silly.
had
They would have
legal
got no investment money
Oh, Rudy,
without that security.
Didn't the CEO admit that he used a lot of AI generated content?
Yeah.
So in the
Yeah,
end, without
Regardless,
Yeah.
he's
without
still
their
it still
knowledge,
cost him $5 million.
yeah,
He
without
still
his
had to
knowledge,
fundraise that amount.
which could be argued, a lot of plagiarism in the art or music scene these days. The person who's generating it might not know that this AI is ripping content from a game. So that's why I think Nintendo's putting their hands up saying, okay, we'll just put the thing in now and see how it unfolds. But to me, I'm like,
They have a due diligence to their shareholders to look into this. I mean, this is just people literally exercising their legal arm of their company. Like it's just
Right.
spending money right and left. Like they have to
'Cause,
spend money on legal when they see something like this happen. Chances are they'll meet against their legal opinion and they'll battle to see who has the most money and will to win the case.
Damn.
And that's
I
gonna
know
be
the
Nintendo.
Hold up. Let me.
That's
let
what
me
it
say
all
two things.
comes down to.
Let me say two things real quick. One, what was that? Demon Souls. They said Demon Souls count. Yeah, I did play Demon Souls for a little bit. It was on PlayStation Plus, so I played it. It looked pretty. That was a pretty looking game. I knew it wasn't my type of game, but I just wanted to do a first impression on it. Two, yeah, TPG, man. Try not to try to insult a group of people. You know.
Oh, for God's sake! If South Park can do it, why can't I?
Well, I'm just saying. You know.
do you know what? Donkey Kong's going to be knocking on your door going, look at this, get that down, you take
Those
that.
are damn Nintendo ninjas, man. They're coming after me now. Yeah, I see you in the window.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like at the end of the day, it is, like this is a different day and age than my day and age. I used to be able to say whatever I want, but nowadays I don't want us to like make it like we're insulting. Like if you insult one
I'm not
individual,
trying to insult anyone for their ethnicity. It's just like
No,
I was
that's
just making
fine.
a cringe ass joke.
if you and somebody was debating or whatever, and you insult that person, they insult you. That's like personal. But if you make it, a general like Japanese people or something like that, I don't think it's
Well, here's a question for you guys.
This is rude, trying to be woke.
Go ahead.
Do you think Pal World is ever going to be a finished game or a franchise of a game? Or do you think it's going to stay in early access?
It released a roadmap 1 year.
So you think
they
they're gonna
have the
put all the money?
momentum?
Okay.
Yes. I believe
100%
so in 1 year.
Yes, so
Can you see it as a
Power World is
franchise?
getting raid bosses, PvP, and crossplay.
And from what
And
it
here's
sounds like, there will be a
here's my
PlayStation version.
thinking to why they will do it, because maybe that's what PlayStation guys said is PlayStation will not allow it until it is a complete game, and so they will finish it in a year to put it on PlayStation and watch Nintendo Switch. This will come out on Nintendo Switch. Mark my words.
Do you know what I asked for? I wanted a Pal World anime that's either picked up by Netflix or Adult Swim, where it adds the humor of Pal World. Like it's not a Pokemon adventure, it's a Pal World, but has the sort of adult charm to the humor of the say your South
Have you
Park
seen
stuff.
that you can catch humans?
Yeah,
Yes, you can
Pal
capture
World?
humans and then make them your slaves.
Pal World though, it was the devs straight up said that it wasn't designed for any other country but US. They want to appeal to US because of the guns. They should have said, "Oh yeah, we know U.S. likes their guns."
Rifle
And that's coming.
25% of the sales that they've accumulated are in China.
Well,
Yeah, but you
they
gotta
said
think,
they were
though,
going for U.S. though.
But think about it, when we discuss it, we do say the Pokemon game with guns. That's literally how I describe it to somebody.
What
Like I said,
You didn't think the Asian culture was gonna jump all over this game? You're crazy.
There'll be a new amendment added. You will never take my Palmon away from me, as they call it. Pal. That's it. Guns and pal.
But yeah, not only Pokemon Company and Nintendo's trying to go after Power World, but PETA issues statement.
Oh my god!
They wanted a vegan only mode, and that's what makes
This
me
is
mad.
BS. Where's the source?
They
I want
wanted
you to
a-
look.
oh.
Tell me the PETA official source of this.
I will
right
look
now,
it up right
Chat,
now.
or I'm calling.
I'm looking it
BS
up right
on
now.
this.
Well, you've just you just called the source. It was Peter.
You know what? But this
No,
this
but
is
I
how-
want to see where PETA actually issued this statement, because right now we're looking at insider gaming. Okay, but that is
Look at their Twitter.
ridiculous if this is the truth.
No,
Okay,
you look at
can I
This
say
is
something here real quick?
speculation. This is a speculation show.
Can I say something
We
here
don't
real
go
quick?
looking for facts.
Just- you know you made it.
Yeah, don't
when-
go looking for facts.
You know
F
you
Cat
made it
says.
when PETA gives a shit about you. Congratulations, Pal World. You're on the same level as Pokemon now.
Well,
PETA's
from-
pissed off at you.
No, you
From
missed
what
the joke.
I've seen, they want a vegan only guide for it.
Yeah, and call him Peter, like Pita bread, Pitta, Peter.
I'm really looking at where they
Yeah,
said
so
it.
funny. People
'cause-
call me. We just literally had a conversation about people being soft, and here are people being soft about a fucking video game. Again.
Well,
What you think,
what
Kev?
I'm trying to understand is why would PETA have an issue because this is a video? It's not real, so I don't even understand why would this be a thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like
This
fictional
is the
character.
craziest thing you've ever seen in your life, right here.
It's not even a real game right now. It's a knockoff of another game.
And you could just say it's in a digital world. It doesn't classify.
You don't see lawsuits against
Hey,
Grand Theft Auto for
um,
killing cops and stuff.
So from the article I just read about it, they said PETA got in touch with Insider Gaming about it. Apparently,
That's crazy.
like they hit up Insider Gaming and told them about to, I don't know, say something like that.
Who is this Peter guy? Is he a big, huge journalist, YouTuber?
So PETA is
No,
a
is-
government.
It's a company.
Is that government?
People for the ethic treatment
It's
of
a
animals.
charity organization
Okay,
protecting
okay.
Yeah.
against animals.
Like we have like sort of here we have the RPCA. Against
Yeah,
animal cruelty and
no,
all.
this statement is ridiculous,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
I mean that organization is not wasting a
They're a
minute
joke.
on
They've
a
been
video
a
game.
joke since day one.
Yeah,
I
PETA's
mean, they
always
got
been
Pamela.
really
They got Pamela Anderson as a spokesperson.
God
That's how much of a
damn.
joke they are. The chick
I
has got
haven't
more
eaten meat
silicone in her than
in
a
10
freaking
years,
doctor's
probably
office.
over 10 years now. So, peace to the animals. All love and peace. All right.
I mean, I guess all right. And their responsibility and job if they have put on said, listen here, it's cruelty or whatever. It is what it is. I can't see them changing the direction of this developer's mindset, but it's something to work on in the future to sit there and maybe dial it back and stuff like that. I guess making connections.
What are they going to try to do? Cancel it?
Well, I don't think they're going to cancel it, but maybe just changing a few viewpoints or something.
Yeah, it's still in early access, so they can always change stuff, I guess. Yeah, unfortunately, another live service is dying. Warhaven from Nexon. I don't know if y'all heard about this one.
If there's so
Just
many
came
dying,
out.
can they be called them deaf services than live services, FCAT?
Yeah, that sounds about right. They're a deaf service, not a live service.
What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts, Cowboy?
I don't even really. I never played Warhaven.
So this is Nexon. This is your studio. This is the people who's making First Descendant. They made the finals.
Oh, they made finals?
Wait, the
Yeah.
finals is made by a brand new
Yeah.
group.
No, they're made by Nexon,
Battlefield.
published by Nexon.
Oh, the
So-
publisher.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense.
So FCAT, honestly, here's my thing. I don't put stock in the publishers and developers. I don't follow them. Like, so I don't really know.
Right.
I really know who makes what. I just play the games. So to be honest
So
with you, because I
what
don't
I'm
want to
saying is
say
like because
I
of
don't-
this game flopped, so this game flopped, they're shutting it down. What if this happens to like the final 10?
They're not gonna shut down the finals.
Yeah.
Finals
Yeah,
has got too much popularity right now. It's
The
not.
finals
Does it?
recently dropped
anybody
80%.
right?
Yeah,
They did
because
nothing
and the
with the
reason
game.
why
Like,
they
people are
dropped 80% is because they ran out of content. I'm speaking to many people who play the
Exactly.
finals. They've got
Well-
the battle pass,
Yeah.
and now they've completed the battle pass. At this point, there's no reason to really go back and grind anything.
Exactly.
So what you do is you stop the
Comes around,
season and
they'll be
drop
back.
another battle pass. That's what you do. If people are dropping out because they're done with content, you drop that battle pass, make another one.
Yeah, that happens with every game. But the thing is, you can't put out stuff too frequently because you're gonna have people that feel like it's a cash grab. So you got to be
Well,
like,
yeah.
so it's like, okay, our season ended. You can't do a week later have a new battle pass, right? You
Or
gotta
like
wait.
make a like not end it, but like make it shorter, not long
Yeah.
as long.
Plus, you got to figure it costs money for the developers to make this stuff. So if you put out stuff so frequently, the developers still got to get
This-
paid, and if they don't sell as much, now you just kind of lost yourself money. So it's
This
a
was the
strategy.
game. This was the game that looked like For Honor.
At least they don't do what
They
Minecraft
showed
did.
recently.
Okay. Was that the game you and me was playing, FCAT?
No. This one. They showed like a game that I think it was during the Xbox thing
Uh-huh.
that it looked like For Honor. You were
Okay.
like, "Whoa, that looks like For Honor." That
Yeah, I
was
barely
it. That
remember.
was this game. So it just came out.
Okay.
Oh, did we ever talk about E3 officially being dead?
Yeah.
No, because of E3 been
When
dead
that happened?
I think
But
no,
speaking of E3, guys, we got the fucking bomb announcement today.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah. I got some
Bro.
speculations on this.
This is Wednesday, right? Okay.
Yes, this Wednesday.
Right
So-
after Super PlayStation Bros, so I won't be able to cover it.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, and I'll be doing We Wrestle Wednesday, so I won't be able to cover it either.
Well, it depends on what time. 2
Got it.
p.m. Pacific time. So.
Oh wait, I do
It's
get on.
5 p.m. Eastern.
Oh,
Yeah, we won't be able to cover that.
Hey, you can only
Oh,
40
God.
minutes.
But guess who
You
will
could
be
have a
covering
special
it?
intro, cowboy.
yeah,
you
right.
can always
And then
change
go
But guess
into
who will
We
be
Wrestle.
covering it? That PlayStation Gamer.
Let's
Okay,
go.
so what you're saying is we don't gotta deal with you on We Wrestle. Good to know.
Exactly.
15
God.
games.
Unless you
not
want someone to race, unless you want someone to
Actually,
race.
the Super PlayStation Bros got invited to a channel called Work to Game, and I'll be covering it over there, which is pretty exciting.
Hey,
so,
hey, main event, main
grateful
event,
to have
main
the
event.
opportunity.
Go-
What?
you said.
Rubik's, what's this work to game?
It's another channel that I found out through some people and got invited to cover the show. So I can
yeah.
reach out to you afterwards and let you know, share
Is it
what
about-
I know.
There's like developers and stuff like that, or is it
Well, they,
people in the workforce?
What's their thing? What's their channel? It's called Work the Game.
Yeah, let me.
Yeah. Listen, man, we don't mind around here. Show us where you're gonna be at, man. Give us
Yeah,
the-
once you
throw-
read it,
throw the
we'll all be
link
in,
up.
we'll all be chit chat like, yeah.
Yeah, man. We want to follow Rudig wherever Rudig go.
Yeah.
Go to put the link in the chat and I'll pull up the site and we could give them a little
So you guys
spin.
want to be his stalker?
So
we are.
15
I am a
games.
big Rudig
15
stalker.
games. That's a cool promise right there. 15 games. That's,
I hide in Ridiculous Shack. I just never talk.
Yeah,
so
see?
apparently,
Oh, you should say what up. You're always welcome.
now,
Well, I'm
now
like,
if
I always
they
have
talk about
streams in the
this
background.
game, if they showed
Hold up,
gameplay
hold
for
up.
this,
Breaking news. Breaking
Look.
news. My man, Dodge Man, is in the building. Dodge Man, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Dodge Man.
no
He
doubt.
said, what we talking about today? Dodge Man, we are talking about gaming today, man. So we open the show up with what games have you been playing and how are you liking them? And then we've been talking about a bunch of stuff. We're not spending too much time on each topic. We're kind of
But I
like
wanted to
going
cover
through
about the state of play because I got some good. I think I
But
think I have some ideas of what's gonna be in there.
Let's definitely, we definitely got to give the state of play some love.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think that
I mean,
works as a link.
So I'll go back to that page real quick. They said they might show gameplay for Concord.
I'll
That would
send it.
be
well, that's the
groundbreaking for
rumor
me.
going into it right now.
That would be groundbreaking. And then supposedly this game's supposed to come out this year.
It is supposedly.
Oh,
They said there will be an
Insane.
extended looks at Rise of Ronin and Stellar Blade.
All I want is I've already got Rise of Ronin pre-order. Just show me Stellar Blade release date. That's all.
Exactly, dude. I'm on board with you on that one because that one
Stellar
looks
Blade
awesome.
does look like my style of game, hack and slash. But I don't know why I'm not super excited for it.
Real quick, that Metro VR game's gonna flop just like Bulletstorm VR did.
Fucking every VR game.
Easy there, FCAT. Wow.
FCAT, you and Maker Chaos need to have your own channel. You say everything's gonna die, and he just say everything rest in peace.
Yeah, I pitched a show to FCAT called The Rumor Mill. He turned me down.
Yeah, we might do that. I don't know.
But no, what do you guys expect to see at this state of play?
I want to see
15
Concord
games are supposed to be
up.
showing up.
All right, guys, let's
I want to see Wolverine.
Let each person get to talk a little bit so everybody can hear your thoughts. So let's go down the list. I'll just go down the list. What about Rain? What do you hold up before we go, real quick. Let me put these guys up. Work the game. This is a channel that Rudig is gonna be on as a guest. Rudig, you know what day?
It's going to be covering the Super PlayStation Pros. I mean, the State of Play or the Showcase. What is it called? Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, guys, Rudig is going to be over here. I never heard of these guys, but listen, show them some love because they're going to show some love to my guy Rudig. Look like they do a lot of content. Got some really nice views and thumbnails looking cool.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. So
nothing ventured, nothing gained, right?
Yeah, definitely. That's how it goes, man. So want to show them a little bit of love because they're showing our guys some love. But all right. So anyway, just want to pull that up. But go ahead, FCAT. Oh wait. This is what I want to do. I want to go around the room about the state of play. So Rain, I'll start with you. First things first. What's your like? I don't know if you get into watching state of plays. What game?
I don't watch them.
Show? What dive into it a little bit.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't watch it really because to me it just gets my hopes up for a game, and then when the game comes out, it's not what I thought it would be.
Okay, that's a good perspective.
Because every time, I same with game trailers. I watch game trailers and I'll be like, oh, this game looks cool. I want to play it. Then when I get it, I don't really like it, so I don't really watch it.
No, okay, that makes sense. What about you, Holtz? I need to hear a deep dive, Holtz. Give it to us.
I'll just mention that I don't really care about Ryan or Roland because I've always got pre-ordered. I really need to celebrate because I'm really getting behind this development. I really love the art style of it. I really love the hack and slash. I need to have a showcase and definitely drop a release date for that. But also, because Horizon Forbidden West is coming out on the 21st of March for PC, I need Sony to start telling me what is getting ported to PC next or what is the next thing that you can sort of remaster, remake. So I would love them to sit there and say, God of War Ragnarok, Ghost of Tsushima is coming to PlayStation 5. Not PlayStation 5, from PlayStation 5 to PC, and just have a little quick few minutes of each of Sony saying, we're bringing amazing titles to PC. Because I know what they're already bringing out for the next few months, and I'm all right with that. I don't need any more PlayStation 5 news, because the games that I'm looking forward to PlayStation 5 will not be out till 2025, 2026 anyway. I feel like they should focus on bringing their old catalogue of games to PC.
Okay, that was pretty good. What about you, TPG?
Me personally, with Stay in Place, it's kind of weird because on one hand, I want to be excited. Sorry, you keep hearing my phone go off. Someone's messaging me on Facebook. But I expect we'll see Concord. If that's the rumor going into this thing, there's always this kind of weird track record. If there's a rumor something's going to be a state of play, there's a good chance it is. But then again, The Last of Us multiplayer project and all that. But I expect we'll see Concord. They say we'll see Rise of Ronin. Cool. Stellar Blade, we'll see. cool. There's a little indie game that was announced a while back. I want to see more of, and that's called The Little Devil Inside.
Yeah.
It looked pretty freaking cool in my book, and see, that's the weird thing about PlayStation. I don't think we're gonna get like a PC announcement because like they don't like doing, like, hey, here's our entire lineup for the year, all in one go. They like to try to keep everyone on their toes. But I can see Ghost of Tsushima or God of War Ragnarok coming to PC, but they probably won't announce it here. So honestly, I just want to see games. Just show me games. Give me games. Everyone tells me the PlayStation's dry. Well, fuck. I guess my wallet is safe for a while.
All right, fair enough. So let me, before I go to Rude Digs, let me go to the chat real quick. Back up a little bit. Main event, Ron Slusher. Yeah. He said Helldivers 2 remastered also announced. I think, was he talking about part 1? Let me see. Ronan said, as long as they show Project Eve, I'm happy. Let me see. That's the same game, right?
Yeah, right.
That was the code name before they got
the code. Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII Remake Rebirth Remastered announced.
No, it didn't.
Can't really take anything wrong.
We're so close to that game being released, though. I don't see why they would want to show any more of it.
I feel we're so close to Ronin as well, so that's why I'm feeling like the pre-orders sort of being out. You can go and look at the video.
Helldivers 2 comes out the 7th, right?
Yeah, so why cover that now? I think you should give us like 4 months.
At this point, if they're gonna do another trailer, they're just gonna do like a PlayStation blog or drop it on YouTube. That's why
EA was July.
Said, looking forward to Rise of the Ronin, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Phantom Blade. I'm not gonna read that one. Let me see.
Did we go through everybody?
No. I'm gonna get to Rudik next.
So I just did the math for it real quick. It's only gonna be a 30 to 40 minute thing, right? Or 31 to 40.
Yeah, 40
so,
minutes.
40
and they
minutes.
said 15 games will be highlighted.
That's 2.6 minutes for each game, at least. So, I mean, I don't know how much they're going to be able to show in 2 minutes.
Well, they're not going to go a deep dive with these. They never do, unless it's a dedicated one.
Yeah,
that's why I'm kind of shocked they didn't announce this was dedicated to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. But then the game's everywhere, so who knows?
Well, Rudik, your thoughts on the state of play?
Well, I am super excited for Rise of the Ronin. It's going to be a co-op, open world ninja experience that it may not be open world, but the Souls type experience. There's going to be imbuing your sword with flames. I think the action they showed coming from above, the ability to fly and glide. Right. The graphics look outstanding. Hopefully they have a photo mode, because I don't know if you've seen recently, I've been taking the shots, making these awesome pictures. So I'm hoping for that. Death Stranding 2, I would not be excited for, because honestly, I couldn't get past the opening. It was just so much walking and the music wasn't my jam. Right. I know maybe I just need to drive through until it gets better, but it was so hard. It was so hard.
Can I say something here?
There was a lot of very cool elements. Yeah.
Just want to say, I think the next time we see Death Stranding 2 will be at the Summer's Game Show. Because Jeff and Kojima are real close.
Or the Tokyo Game Show in October.
So
we'll probably see Until Dawn remaster.
The one of the rumors going in is we'll see the Silent Hill 2 remake.
The Silent Hill 2 remake, but the Concord. I want to see some fair play. I would be excited to see what Jade Raymond has been up to and what she's been creating.
Oh, fair games.
And I want them, and I know this is a big ask, but I know Sony owns, 30% of From Software? Tell me about Shadow of the Erdtree. Drop that trailer on State of Play, because, oh my God, that would be everything and more for me. And that would make this State out of Play 10 out of freaking 5. It would just blow my mind away. And then Sonic Generations, always part of my nostalgia. I played Sonic Frontiers. It was just fun. I love Sonic. So hopefully we see these titles and more.
Good stuff. What about you, FCAT?
to make it a 10 out of 10 for me, I want to see gameplay of Concord. I want to see gameplay of Marathon. I want to see gameplay of Fair Games. What else? I want to see gameplay of Final Shape.
Stuff like
Let's hear about this new free update coming to Destiny 2, the end of the light, whatever thing, whatever it's called. Yeah. Oh, also there's a game on my wish list on PlayStation. It's called Off the Grid. I want to see a release date and gameplay.
Okay. I want to go say what's up to Mr. Zaki. First time I've seen you on here, so thanks for jumping in there. I see Reaver the Beaver popped up in here, and 503 is in the building. Me personally, about the state of play, I'm kind of like Rain. I really don't care too much about these. I follow them more because I have a YouTube channel now and we cover gaming. But if it wasn't for that, I would just miss them and just, I'm more into actual trailers. Like, like when they have these things, I kind of just want to see the trailer, right? Let me see an individual trailer after the fact and then just see like if that trailer moves me or not, get me excited. So for me, I don't really care what they show. I just know they're going to show games. And so I'm looking forward to seeing trailers and see if any of them give me some type of feeling for them. As long as they make me want to game fly them, then that's the start. But if I see a trailer, I don't even want to game fly it, then I'm kind of like, all right, well, just show me the next game.
So it's so funny because everyone went down their list, and I realized no one was like really expecting much from their first party studios.
Because they haven't really talked much about first party games, so we kind of know, right? Like
I mentioned Jade Raymond's Fair Play.
Yeah, is that a first party title?
Fair Games. Yeah, that's
they own Haven Studios.
Right.
Oh, I didn't know. I forgot that.
And they own the
mentioned Marathon
Concord
and Final Shape.
And then Insomniac.
Marathon's gonna be multiplayer.
Well, I was expecting people were going to say, "I want to see Wolverine. I want to see a Venom game. I want to see this, that."
No, because those
Spider-Man DLC.
TPG. Those are games we kind of know that won't be showed. So there's no point to be like a child and mention, Wolverine. Wolverine's not going to be shown. So
and see, this is why I like hanging out with you guys because you guys actually temper your expectations.
Yeah, they're not going to show Wolverine
with
what's been going on with Wolverine lately.
Right.
They're going to keep that under
I think the next time we see Wolverine is going to be towards the end of this year.
Hey, TPG,
you're not going to hear about it until next year.
TPG, this is what it's like hanging around adults,
What's an adult?
Not you.
All right, where are we going with next, man? We can't be on
Where
the
are we
state of
going
play
with next? Unfortunately, guys, Dragon's Dogma 2 will be 30 FPS on PS5 and Xbox Series X.
And I can't my pre-order. Boo! Boo!
Yeah.
Fuck you! Boo!
Yeah. Like a lot of people that really love Dragon's Dogma can never play on the 60. So now I'm going to say to all these people that wanted it, you're going to drop your expectations and play the game, or you're going to wait until there's a 60 pack.
I think you should expect 60 FPS from first-party titles. When it comes to third-party titles, just enjoy with what you got, and if you wanted 60 FPS, you should be getting a PC. That is my opinion on the matter. I don't know if you guys agree or not.
Arkham Knight got slammed, so I'm like, will Dragon's Dogma get the same stigma as Arkham Knight?
But you know what's really? I didn't know about the one save file part. Really? I'm glad I didn't pre-order this damn game.
Well,
more money to spend on WWE 2K24.
If it's a massive game, honestly, I can't say. All I know is Gotham Knights, as Holt said, man, that game the backlash was crazy. So I'm sure this is probably brewing. Now, I wonder though. I feel like this game was always, don't get mad at me for anybody. This was more of a niche type game, kind of, sort of. I feel like this probably have its own little fans that probably won't care. Whereas Gotham was more general, this Batman universe, and so more people had their eyes on it, and more people was able to ridicule it. Whereas people might be like, oh, I'll still play it. So
I'm happy with 30, especially for a game like Dragon's Dogma. I'm just trying to say I've heard a lot of people that I know sit there and say they can't play a game without 60. So I wonder, are they going to cancel theirs and it's going to hurt the developer or make them force them to bring a 60 patch out? Because you can't have it both ways. Frames have to take a dip when a developer has to choose their artistic style or their world creation. They can't have it all. It's either or, and that's why they've said we'll create a great balanced mode to develop our vision.
I wonder how this game's going to run on Series S.
Who knows? I think what Rudik said was really good though. I never looked at it like that, but that might be a good way to look at it. Like, hey, if it's a first party, expect 60. But if it's not a first party, maybe you shouldn't expect 60. And that's a kind of good way to look at it. At least with PlayStation, they have been kind of hitting home with that. If it's a exclusive, you do get that 60, you know. I get Xbox has a little harder because they have, you know, the what is it
the
called?
Series that's a piece of crap.
Baby brother.
Yeah, so they got baby brother. So for them, I understand that, you know, it is what it is. But
someone needs to kick that kid to the curb.
Yeah, but what PC
PlayStation guy, you need to come to Canada, man.
Well,
no, because this next one's going to get PlayStation guy happy because Hi-Fi Rush Steam update hints at imminent PS5 release. Possibly.
Yeah, maybe that's state of play. Maybe.
Listen here, it won accolades in the Game of the Year award, and I think
who would announce that though? Would it be Sony? Would it be Phil Spencer?
It'd be Bethesda because Bethesda's the publisher.
Yeah, they probably.
I would like to see your algorithm and your.
What if you see Phil Spencer front and center on a state of play? Like Xbox dudes would lose their freaking marbles.
I'm gonna.
There's a traitor.
I don't like the word rumor mill. I would rather be called rumor core, like armor core.
Yeah, rumor core.
Rumor core.
I love it. I love it.
That's great. Rumor core.
Damn.
So, but like you said saying FCAT, you're messing. We just joke around. FCAT, you're mecking. Just add all these cheesy slurs in his rumor core. Perfect.
Bro.
Maker Chaos is in the building, and he said, "Rest in peace, 60 frames."
Yeah, but yeah,
FCAT's gone.
I mean, I feel there's no hurt later on bringing a patch and then messing around with fidelity over performance like we see in nearly every game these days. So just
But I'm at the point we need to have
6 months.
Developers need to make a graphics mode and a performance mode. Just let's choose which one we want.
I can't wait until they just give us everything at once. I really feel like I want that next generation console to not let me choose and just give me high fidelity as well as FPS. Well, I always find it myself picking performance every single time.
I pick fidelity all the time because of my resolution on my displays. So I prefer that than take that. But resolution frames are not my really important to me.
I got a feeling next consoles, right? You know how many years it's going to be from. We'll probably get standard of 60. You know, the next.
I fucking hope so, man.
No, it can't get standard of 60 because the textures and resolutions always evolving, so it's always going to be the idea of that 30.
Yeah, but here's my thing. I feel like where we are graphically, things look really good, right? How much further can we? So, all right, if we put, yes, we could put more into detail, right, and try to make the faces look more real and textures and lighting. But I feel like how much more can we look better than things are looking now to where we're still going to be so hard for us to make it 60? You know what I mean?
Well, see, why
I'm sorry to interrupt. I got to head out for dinner. It's been an absolute pleasure being part of this panel. Cowboy, Holtz, PlayStation Guy, FCAT, and Rain, wherever he went off to. Thanks for great discussion, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
Thank you for your great input. And wait, did you hurt your hand?
Yeah, man.
Okay. I hurt my elbow at the gym yesterday, so
that's what happens when you're a hardcore gamer playing Sekiro. That's what it is. It's
I was walking to the grocery store and I freaking slipped on ice, and
Okay. Man, well, I hope you get better.
Oh,
Speedy
well.
recovery. I hope you have a great dinner. Eating that, your nice meals you love.
Black beans, chickpeas, rice, veggies, and potatoes.
Love it.
Hold up.
It's all
Rudig,
gone.
Rudig, we miss you. We miss you, Rudigs. Please.
That sounds like what happens when I get a falafel plate and you get all that like potato. And
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
All right, man. Take
All
care,
right,
Rudig.
guys.
All right,
All
man.
right, guys.
Yeah.
Now, Cowboy, why I actually like textures and like physics, like the ray tracing, HDR, and all that, and the mechanics to consume all the power of the processor or the GPU is because these days we're using upscaling techniques from DLSS and FSR, and we're using what's the one, reflex, to increase frames, and we're increasing resolution. So I feel like if the chipsets are doing all this to up render that process, then let's focus on the raw power being on textures and mechanics and physics. That's what I
Word.
feel like in games.
All right, y'all ready for main event?
All right, let's do it.
All right, main event, ladies and gentlemen. I did not want to bring this up, but since we covered the news, we have to unfortunately bring it up. Getting into the only Xbox news of the week.
Bam!
Oh, you hate to see it, but love to gloat about it.
What I don't get is all this fake concern. Like, people fake concern on Twitter. They're like, oh, human beings involved. Yeah, it sucks they lost their job, but I mean, what are you going to do? You're going to set up GoFundMe's, donate your
Nope.
YouTube money that you had
Nope.
videos and podcasts about this on? Like,
So
Well-
I don't want to come from a place that I don't care about individual people, but I will say this, and I said this on Rudigs. Rudigs had a show about this the other day, and I got to come on real quick as a guest. I will be honest. And a real quick story, 2019, I was working for a company for 20 years, came to work one day on a Monday, and you guys heard the story. They let me go that day, right? With a bunch of other people. So long story short, that's business. The way a company keeps afloat is they cut payroll. Payroll means people's salaries, right? Now, they did a $69.8 billion. The hard thing with companies that merge is they get, let's say they have a CEO or COO, and now they have a COO, but this company is the hierarchy and they merge. It's kind of like we could get our guy to also do that job and might as well let that guy go. So it just makes sense that so many people is going to get let go. Unfortunately, that's just business. I don't take it personal. Hopefully all these people are able to get other jobs, but I don't see this as a shock at all. There was even people a while ago before the merger was official, and they was like, "Oh, and watch so many people lose jobs." Like, this is what people were saying.
yep.
And this is
Purple
this
Haze.
is business. Yes, business
Purple
101.
Haze came on this stream on this channel before and said this was one of the first things that is going to happen.
Yeah, it's
She done
business
told
101.
y'all.
No,
What was said? It's not about how they can make more money. It's about how they could save more money.
How they could say yes, because think about it. They think about it. They spent, they call it 70 billion, right? Out the door. Now they have to make that back. Well, a way they could kind of get some of it back, right? Get the ball rolling. You cut 1,900 jobs. How many salaries? I mean, let's just say if the lowest salary was 40,000 a year, which is probably more than that, right? That's a sizable chunk of money they could kind of get back. So it's business. I don't think this is even a crazy story, to be honest with you.
There was this one chick from High Moon. She tweeted out, "Oh, what are they gonna do? How am I gonna get my medicine? If I don't have my medicine, I'll die."
Not the company's problem.
I don't know if she was being over exaggerative about it, like, "Oh, I'm gonna die if I don't get my medicine," like, or
I mean,
unless she actually has a terminal illness where she relies on medicine.
Her individual situation is unfortunate, but at the end of the day, a company's not going to keep you on because of your individual situation, right? They're going to keep you on because of your work ethic and what you perform at the company. So, the people that got let go,
they got rid of a founder. Then they apparently they ousted Mike Ybarra.
as long as he's done it in an ethical way and he sort of said he never breached any contracts and he just said that here's your terms of service, we're going to uphold it for a few many months and then your contract is over. As long as he's done it in a rightful way, that's great. If he'd done it in a way he just walked in a day before, I'm like, oh, get out. I think that's terrible.
And then, honestly, because this happened to me, most likely they got a severance package. Like if you've been working long enough, they're going to hand you a severance package. They're going to give you so much months, or you're going to be able to collect unemployment. There will be stuff for you. So, so a company that big, you're definitely getting a severance package, and you'll be able to collect unemployment. I mean, that's just normal in the United States. So, yeah, I mean, this whoever's making this like a console war, or this is just standals. This is no big crazy.
Well, it's just disrespectful too towards those developers.
It's not.
Oh, you lost your job. See, you should go You should go work for Sony. That's actually what I've seen some people literally say. It's like you should go work for Sony now. And I'm like, fuck you, dude.
That's people feeding the console war stuff. That's just silly stuff. But the reality of it is this stuff happens all the time.
Yeah.
Well, I can't see a lot of people putting their hands in the pocket, like FCAT said and says, okay, if these are talented developers, let's create a GoFundMe where they can have their own studio. But I can't see a lot of gamers go, okay, I'm behind that. If you ask.
Oh yeah, Mike Ibarra, dude, better believe he's gonna chill and relax for a little bit and he's gonna make a comeback with his own studio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's not gonna be fun. Do you think it's gonna be funded, or do you think he's just gonna get investments other ways? That's not GoFundMe.
Dude, like the guy, like he used to do
for
the back work for Xbox for a while. Then he started running Blizzard, World of Warcraft, and all that.
But Sally, that's I'm not being cruel when I say it. It's not something that I think of. I don't think of the people working there. I don't feel that the CEO or the higher ups. I just hear a name. I go, want to buy a game, and that's it. I don't really focus on politics or other avenues when I'm consuming media. I know it's not nice to hear in the news, but usually I don't really see the news because I don't really follow it. So I'm just like, okay, as long as I've got my game, you take me money because it's a transaction between customer and seller. That's all it is to me.
I agree.
So unfortunately, the only game that got suffered was their survival game. It got canceled. Now, I remember NVIDIA or GeForce now promoting this game on the CES not long ago, saying that it was coming to GeForce now. Day one.
Well, also, there's another game that's facing some problems. The last Ronin Ninja Turtles game. Apparently, 50% of the staff has been laid off.
Yeah, that's on the docket right here. Bam! I wanted to bring that up. So yeah, I mean, it's not. Again, yeah, it's one of those stories where they're losing 50% of the people who was working on it, so they're only going to have 55 people that's going to be working on the game. So they just don't know how long it's going to take. Like if they're going to put it on hold, if it's gonna, if that's gonna mess them up or not. So it says there was 110 employees working on the game, and so now it's only 55 workers left. So I'm a big Ninja Turtles fan. It's one of my favorite IPs. So I would love to see this story because this story sounds really cool. So I would love to see it in a video game format. They're also saying that they're inspired by God of War. So they want to make it a God of War style single player game. And it's not going to be like, it's going to be violent. But at the end of the day, man, listen, for me to look at video games, I just need to see a trailer. I don't see that when some of you guys are like, I want the game now. I didn't even see a trailer yet. You got to show me a cool looking trailer, right? Then I'm like, okay. I get a little into it.
If you want to play something God of War style that's coming out, Banishers Ghost of New Eden.
Yeah, I mean, look, it didn't grab me just yet, but I'm sure I'll check it out.
But yeah, pull me back because unfortunately somebody opened their mouth. Senator Elizabeth Warren says,
"Oh, that's dumb."
The FTC should unwind this merger. Is this possible, guys?
No.
I think it's a done deal now.
You know, I stopped caring a long time ago. Is it? Isn't it? Isn't it? And when it's been sealed and done, I'm like, okay, let's move on. So to hear someone else being a politician going, should we rewind it? I'm like, no one cares. Just let's move on with what. I don't even focus on the acquisition anymore. I just seen it's fully merged. Blah blah blah. Let's get focus on games and studios in the future. I don't. They probably never even cared about the merger a few months ago. They're probably just saying it now on the Twitter sphere, the X sphere, whatever sphere it is, just to try and get traction because people are losing jobs. To me, it's like, just move on. Don't rewind it back.
Yeah, Rain said, I feel like devs that can hold games they're making to make improvements. I love it because it shows they care. Good point.
Word. We also got.
Oh, I know this. I don't trust Elizabeth Warren with anything. That chick is nuttier than fucking.
I don't even know who Elizabeth Warren
Speaking
is.
of a nutty Xbox fan, we got Jez Corden here.
Oh God!
He says that
do you know what, guys?
Customer service got laid off, and physical department got laid off.
I mean, I don't doubt
So
that. We're heading to that old digital future, man.
You know what's funny about this panel is that two of us, me and Cowboy, haven't got a clue of these names you're throwing at us. And every time the name gets brought up, you're like, the devil, I hate them. Oh my God. And I'm like, who the hell? Who? I'm like,
me too. I'm like,
well, that's because I'm terminally on the internet, so I know everything.
So them shutting down physical department, I don't blame them, because when you have big retailers like Walmart and Best Buy pretty much getting rid of your physical stuff, what's the point?
Well, here, FCAT, the leading UK store of gaming called Game, they decided to close their physical selling of games.
Wow. Yep.
So now they must see that consumers don't want to have physical and they don't want to have trade-ins anymore, because maybe a lot of people now are focusing on playing digital games like Roblox, Fortnite, Minecraft, live services that now there's not enough revenue to have staff, a high street and stuff like that. There's people out there. If you're going to be physical, then become a collector. That's you. But you can definitely see that you're going to be the accessory guy, like they seen with the PlayStation Slim. Here's the model that's digital, and you buy the extra. You go the extra work to get the physical. But anything else just going to be turn your PlayStation on and have it digital. So I can totally get behind the idea. And it's not because I hate physical. I just see that's the way the trajectory is going for a lot of companies and businesses.
And FCAT, do you want to talk about this? Your Star Wars.
The galaxy far, far away.
Well, apparently it's still coming out this year, and I mean that's Disney. Disney calls the shots on this game, just like they do with Indiana Jones. When they say jump, you say how high.
Are these going to do physical in a high street far, far away? FCAT.
Oh, Star Wars Outlaws gonna be big, bro. Like that game's gonna be better than Starfield.
The mouse is starting to tighten up the
leash
leash
a
a
little. Better
little.
than Starfield.
My name is Mickey Mouse, and I'm here to make sure Star Wars is good.
Will it be way better than the last two Star Wars games? That's the question.
The Jedi ones?
Yeah.
What was wrong with the Jedi ones? I don't like them. But to me, I'm sick and tired of Jedis now, Jedis and Siths, and that was the fundamental part of Star Wars. But since over the decades, it's sort of evolved. So I want to hear what the drug smugglers are doing, the Mandalorians, the other races. As long as you don't keep on putting it on a friggin' sandy world, like start a Tatooine or friggin' a Dune movie, then I'm all right. I want to see diverse.
Movie reference.
Yeah,
You figure because you're flying all over the different planets, you figure they will have to so this will be cool for this game. You figure they should be able to go to, a planet to cater each. Like my favorite Star Wars was Return of the Jedi's, right? So I just love the first three, or the original 5, 6, or whatever they were, right? So for me, I would like to see them go to the desert and stuff like that. So long as this game cater to everybody, since you're going to be flying to different planets, that'd be kind of cool.
No, I see, but that with all these Star Wars games like Hoth, Tatooine,
right?
Yeah,
it's always going to be the same. If you're going to evolve it, then move it away. Go to the outer rims, the darker parts of the galaxy. That's not touched by Republican or and then that is where the word outlaws comes in. Let them have space
The
shuttle.
only Star Wars games I ever liked was Shadows of the Empire on 64 and the EA Dice Battlefronts, like Battlefront 1 and
The
2.
Force Unleashed was dope.
And what I don't want them to sit there and say there's loads of planets. Just give me like 12 planets that are not procedural generated. I'm not in a spaceship going. The spaceship fast travels to the planet or the space shuttle. I don't want it to say, and you can fly the ship in space and there's nothing there. I don't want to go to a planet that's got nothing there. Just say, here's 12 planets that the Outlaws and the Outer Rim have sort of pirated, and then you sort of do whatever you want against being an outlaw.
Good point.
That's all I want.
Yeah.
Actually, the Respawn's Jedi games, the reason why I don't like it is because it reminds me of Force Awakens. I mean, Force Unleashed.
Yeah, the Force Unleashed was dope for me.
Yeah,
I love Force Unleashed.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. I want to move away from the idea of a lightsaber out. Give me a blaster and other tools that an outlaw can do. Let me do some ship stuff, but not too customizable. Don't let me float around in space. I just want to have like a Mass Effect feel, but with other planets. That's all I want.
I want to see if she runs into Dash Rendar in the game. That would be freaking crazy.
Oh, do you want to see what?
Yeah, if Dash Rendar is in it.
Oh.
He's the guy you play in Shadows of the Empire.
Yeah, I don't know.
See, Star Wars talk makes everyone silence.
Yeah, I'm like, all right.
Nerd shit.
That's F. Cap's movie, The Silence of the Force.
The Silence of the Force. There you go. Let's see. Maker Chaos said I haven't heard much about Avatar in a while.
Yeah, it's pretty generic game. I mean,
What, Avatar?
Yeah, like I said, I'm playing Far Cry Primal, and it's pretty much comparable
So,
to that.
let me, FCAT, you have an interesting taste. Can you rank your game? So I know you was really into Mortals of Avrium. You was really into
That's number
Avatar.
one.
You was into Quantum Era, and there was something before that. What was it? Like 4 games, right?
I don't know, Forspoken.
No, you get off. That was my game.
It's my game first, come on.
Was it though, host?
Yes. You haven't got a clue Square Enix is half the time.
Yeah, last year was all about Immortals.
When you was a little kid, I was playing Final Fantasy VII, the original, right?
Which means I was playing that at the same day of release. You just a big baby playing at 10 years older.
So wait, FCAT, hold on. It was 4 games, right?
No, last year I was all about Immortals and Quantum Era.
Okay, so rank those 3 games: Immortals,
and Avatar.
Immortals, Avatar, and Quantum Era.
So Immortals would be number 1, straight up. No, hands down. Avatar would be number 2, and Quantum Era would be 3.
FCAT, I love the idea of going to Pandora, see the Navi and stuff like that, fighting against humans. I love all that. But I knew I didn't want to play it because I'm too fatigued from the likes of Far Cry. Like you just mentioned, Far Cry Primal, Far Cry 6.
Yeah.
For me, like you just said, it's yay, run and raid this outpost, yay, do this, yay. It's the same thing, and I feel like I'm bored of it. And all that's different is a bigger world. And a lot of the times, I'm just running through a forest, not really doing nothing, and looking for this outpost. And I'm like, I haven't got time for that anymore. I just
That's why
want
you guys gotta pick and choose your games.
Right.
So look,
I just jumped into Far Cry Primal, and I'm like, damn, this is the game that Avatar comes from.
So FCAT, Maker's realizing he's really late. He said, it's almost like Cowboys with the games that die. And he said like Friday 13th, the Avengers. Also got to remember Anthem. I'm telling you, I got the curse. The games that I'm super into, Destiny. Lucky I stopped playing it, or it probably wouldn't be here.
So, Cowboy, are you gonna pick up Suicide Squad to keep this momentum going?
No. Thanks to FCAT, he gave me the closed beta, and I appreciate it. And now we could talk about it. That game is not no.
So this is the game that's going to break the curse. This is a game that you're saying I'm not touching it because I know it's going to be dead. Or
No, I just didn't like it that much. That's all. It's not. So these are the games that he's mentioned. Games that I really highly liked. So and you put Forspoken on there. Remember the studio closed down. So I really loved. I really loved Friday the 13th. It's my favorite asymmetrical game. But what happened to them was a lawsuit killed them. So unfortunately, that was out of their control. I really liked Anthem. Anthem died. I really liked Avengers. Avengers died. So yeah, I mean, there's some games that I personally, really like. Like they were my favorite game of that year or when they came out, and unfortunately, they died. So it's all good.
You guys stop
See-
touching those games, cowboy. They keep dying.
Tell me, man.
Starting to
Destiny
think it's a
lucky.
problem.
Well, see, the problem with Anthem that I had is the same what I had with Destiny. I loved the experience at first, and then I thought it was too much rinse and repeat. They sold me on the end game, and the end game didn't come as fast as enough, and I fell for like the fatigue of waiting for content. And when the content came, especially with Destiny, it was a few DLC items, and then they brought out DLC expansions. So I think we had House of the Wolves and the Reef and stuff like that. We had to wait until years later to get a DLC, and by that time I've already moved on past the game, and that's what I felt like with Anthem. It was a great game, but and then it just dried up too fast. And when, as you know, with the internet, if everyone keeps on saying it's crap, and you're the only one saying it's amazing, sadly the server's still closed down, no matter how much we support
You know what's cool though? I think games like Anthem, what I learned was for any game that people say terrible, sucks, don't like it, and you like it, what I learned with Anthem, there's always a community. So I was actually a part of an Anthem community. And while the rest of the world was like, it's terrible, I already knew like so many people was playing this game and loving it. I was in a Facebook group, I was in a chat, and people was playing it every day. So when Avengers came out, a month before it came out, I actually created my own little Avengers things, and that's kind of how Wilson came in the community. So I knew like all you got to do is search these communities out. There's people who play those games every day. There's people who still play Avengers, still play Anthem because those servers are still open. So you just got to find the communities.
When I actually seen Anthem, I just really loved the idea of being in the javelin and stuff like that. I remember that was what snowed it on me at first, because I remember I was playing an Xbox game where you had like sort of javelin machines, mechs.
Right.
I can't remember. There's two of them, very popular first person. But I remember that's what I thought. I thought that was the way going forward, and then sadly, I never had the friends or the traction to actually keep on going and going and going, and that's why I moved on.
You know what's crazy? I didn't care about Anthem at first, and a friend of mine, he talked me into, no, check it out. The demo's coming out. I was like, because I was so into Destiny, and everybody was like, it's the Destiny killer. I was like, yeah, all right. And so when I played the demo, and I always prefer third person. So when I played it, I was like, dude, this reminds me of kind of Destiny, but it got flying, and you still, because I was really into looting at the time. So I was, you're gonna search down your favorite guns and you're farming. Like that was my thing. And so that's what's got me to stop playing Destiny. I start playing Anthem. I mean, I follow Anthem from the beginning to they said, okay, they're not going to support it no more. But the server's still open. I mean, you can still play it right now. But, so that was literally the last game that I got into builds and all that, where I was that into like, oh, I want to build a build and stuff. I mean, I did do it for Armor Core, but Armor Core wasn't like it was going to continuously keep going. You just had to create builds in order to beat certain bosses.
I can't stand builds these days. It's
me neither.
It's like I remember playing. I was in a FIFA tournament years ago in like mid 2000s, and I remember I just wanted to play X, change my formation, and that's it. That's how I played the game. And this guy was 40 minutes tinkering everything with his team, and I was like, God, I haven't got 40 minutes. And that's how I feel like with a lot of games. If you're passionate, good for you. Go and tinker with your car, your team, your build, and you do everything. But after time, I'm just like, can you just highlight a play style, or can I just press square to auto equipped, and that's me. I'll just go with it.
And that's why I liked when Avengers added the hold down L2, because you just grab all this stuff and you just hold the button down and it'll automatically just put whatever's the highest gear. And it was
Yeah.
like, oh, cool. So I was like, once I was in the Anthem, I was so into builds, it got monotonous. And then I love that Avengers did that. And then I love that there was another game I used to play. Monster Hunter. So Monster Hunter World was cool. You could be super into and make sure you eat before everything and do all this stuff. But if you just ran with a crew, you like Monster Hunter allowed you to play it as a novice and still be able to do bigger stuff. You just had to you do the whistle, and then all of a sudden people come running out and join you. I thought that was the coolest thing, that you could play solo, but if you're fighting something too powerful, you could just request people to come out and help you that you don't even know. That was cool. Yeah. But guys, I know we're winding down. Also, I want you guys to know that my daughter, Lena, had her baby last night. So when I finish this, thank you, man. We're actually gonna go to the hospital to see the baby for the first time. So yeah, man. If we're kind of winding down, there's nothing else. I'm gonna go to the hospital and see my new granddaughter. This is crazy. I'm too young for this stuff, man.
No, you're not. You got like your G-pop. You got I think you're 5 of them now, haven't you? 4 or 5 now, Cowboy.
No, man, it's my third.
Is your fit off? You're gonna be running in, going, yeah, G-pop again. That's what you're gonna be doing.
Yeah. Well, you know what it is? Lena's my oldest kid.
Yeah.
So something feels a little different. Not many of y'all noticed, but my daughter, who has my daughter who's 6 years, my daughter who is my granddaughter who's 6 years old, me and her had a fallout, and she moved out of my house. And then I found out she was pregnant when she already moved out. So I didn't even know she was pregnant. And we wasn't even speaking. So 3 months later, her mom told me she was pregnant. I'm like, what? And she told me she was 3 months pregnant before she left my house. I'm like, what? So she got pregnant at a young age. So she had her daughter a couple weeks before she turned 18. So anyway,
scandalous.
Yeah, scandalous. Yes. So anyway, and then she had another kid. And so, but I didn't really know her other kid's dad. Like, we wasn't really that close. But my oldest daughter now, we've always been really close. And her kid's dad, he's really cool. Like, he's came to my birthday dinner. Like, he's came to a bunch of stuff. So like it's a different feeling. My oldest kid, we're close. So I'm excited.
You have to get that Nintendo Switch too for when the grandkids come to Florida. You'd be like, look, I've got this handheld for young gamers.
Well, remember, I bought my granddaughter Sonic Frontiers for Christmas. That last 2 Christmas ago. She was super into Sonic. So yeah.
Get these young gamers round, and that you can sort of influence them, tell them the stories when you were yay high and Sonic was originally a different color. He was brown, not blue.
Well, you guys have a good night. I'm gonna get some food in me. I'm hungry.
Okay, man. Bio said the only looter shooter I enjoyed was the Division 2, and my friends and I poured a lot of time into it. I was never into the Division 2 because it was a cover shooter, and I felt the whole hide, shoot, it would drive me crazy. Now when Gears of War did it, it was cool because you had the chainsaw, so you were every so often run out and but Division drove me crazy with that.
I mean, what I like to compare about Gears is that the Locusts were more flanking. They used to run, cover, jump, and hit you over there with a chainsaw if you weren't fast enough. Where I think in the Division, you could have easily stayed covered in a certain position because the maps are usually all closed off. So when you went inside their building or the rooftop or stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I feel like
I did not kill Saints Row. That was my wife. All right. She's a big Saints Row fan, not me. He said Cowboy pushing 50. You know what's crazy? I'm gonna be 47 in like 2 months. I mean 48.
I was gonna say you're 47, you're 10 years older than me.
Yeah, that's crazy. But it is what it is. I accepted it. I just called a piece of the show. As far as the fire-ins, they gained 10,000 new employees, and on top of that, said they would give them all 1 year of health care and 6 months to a year salary. I mean, that's typically you give your people who you hire health care. I think that's kind of normal.
I think it only trends when people focus on the negative part of the like waving them off and never the idea that the company is obligated.
The thing that they're saying is they're going to use outsourced contract dev workers for Call of Duty, and now Call of Duty is going to end up like Halo Infinite.
Well, that's their problem, isn't it? Outsourcing is a very or even these days using AI assets now to create games. It is what it is, and it's the world we live in.
He said I got that Sonic for the low. I did from GameFly. Listen, you buy games from GameFly, they can be real cheap. But oh man,
So
how do we end this?
I got
Oh,
some.
go ahead. Okay.
I'm gonna end it like this. I got some information, guys. Call of Duty will not hit Game Pass till 2025. We were told they were coming this year, but apparently they're actually coming next year.
No, I think a year ago they said 2 years, and I
Yeah.
kept saying they're not coming in 2 years. And people were like, no, they're gonna be next year. I was like, I thought they said 2 years before Call of Duty could come to Game Pass. So
Yeah, I
for
can't
me,
remember
what I
them saying
thought
2024.
it was still be on
And
point.
it's gonna include all new and old CODs.
Makes sense.
So I mean,
It's
if
not
you're
the end of
worried
the
about
world.
COD being trash, there you go. It's gonna be on Game Pass. Try it. If you like it, buy it.
Yeah,
If
there you go.
not, it's on Game Pass. It's a Game Pass filler.
There you go.
Easy, simple.
No, see, I hate that. I hate that. Call of Duty has still got the premium name. You can't just sit there and say when it goes on Game Pass, it's defaulted as a filler. Come on,
Yeah, but look at
got
the
a
last
AAA
two:
game.
Vanguard, and MW3.
Yeah,
Like
but
the worst
that
Call
was
of Duties
before.
ever.
You
Well,
can't
I
just sit
think
there and say Game Pass filler.
no, I think the cool thing is there's different ways to get your games, right? If you're into subscription gaming, cool. If you're into buying your games, cool. If you're into renting your games, cool. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna go back to the lowest denominator. I need two things. Show me a trailer that get me excited enough that I'm gonna rent it from GameFly, or have one of my friends be like, you gotta play this game. So that's for me. Like I start there. I just need to see a trailer or one of my friends tell
Do you,
me I gotta play the game.
do you know what,
That's it.
Cal? We know about if I was an
You don't
executive
want
for
to mirror.
Microsoft marketing, the first thing I'd say, like to people like FCAT that just use the word Microsoft filler, I'll be saying, well, make sure you get your physical games from GameStop and
Right.
Walmart. I'll be
Right.
making sure just to keep on making that comment. You go to Walmart and get your physical
Yep.
game. Then.
Oh yeah, good point. And Maker said, sucks that Star Wars being delayed to 2025.
Nah, Disney's gonna push that baby for this year. Maker watch, just like with Indy. They're gonna
Remember,
push that.
it's better to delay it and have a fixed game than a broken game.
I
Oh,
agree.
Disney wants that money. They broke.
Cowboy needs to defend GameFly because once everyone kicks physical out, we're gonna go. No, you know what's cool? I just want to rent. Look, Holtz doesn't have a rental system, right? Or I know
No,
Rudigs doesn't. So at the end of the day, like I just want to rent games.
no,
You know,
they will still have physical. It's just not sell. They're not selling physical. The company's not moving away from physical. It's the storefronts like Walmart
right?
and GameStop. They're not
Yeah,
seeing the returns.
he's
So you'll still be able to buy physical from Amazon or or from an online retailer,
right.
and you'll still be able to have GameFly until maybe 10.
Right. He's trying to say I need to defend GameFly because once everyone kicks physical out, where I'm gonna go. I'm
It's
just
just
gonna be
It's just that the idea for Cowboy that the idea will be the next PlayStation 5 will be more focused to digital, then you would have to pay $20-$30 more to have the accessory disc drive. That's all it is. But if you're saving money with rentals, then
right.
it'll be a great purchase for you, and that's all it'll be.
Yeah. That's the thing is I only buy my games digital, but I always buy the one with the disc because I like to rent games. But yeah, if I couldn't get listen, my thing is I'm not that hung up on games as much as other people are. It's one of my favorite hobbies, but I'm gonna get whatever game I like. So if I couldn't rent them to try them, if I couldn't play them on Game Pass, then I would watch a bunch of videos and trailers and really be like, okay, I think this one might be for me. But I'm a picky gamer anyway, so I don't like you guys might see me play a lot of games. That's just because I have access to them, right? Whether it's GameFly or Game Pass. But if I didn't have GameFly, 90% of the games you see me play, I wouldn't play. I wouldn't have bought them.
Do you know what, Cowboy? I feel like in this day and age and stuff like that, I think I can agree with you that if I only had to pay 3 hours of demos and I played 3 hours of Final Fantasy, then moved on to 3 hours of Tekken, then moved on, I feel like I'll be getting me hit without paying any money. I'll just be constantly playing demos until it went to until it went on a heavy discount, and then I'll buy it.
Yeah, because you know the thing is, I like to have one game I'm currently playing, and then I play like other games, bits and like right now, I'm currently playing Quantum Era. That's the game I'm trying to beat. Then late at night I'll sit on the portal and I'll play a little bit of Final Fantasy. Then I'll mess around with Tekken a little bit, right? It's but for the most part, I always have one game I'm trying to beat. Then there's moments where I don't want to beat any game. I just want to be free to just play games that I don't have to be serious about. So I just it's mentally, it's just gaming for me is still mental as well. So it's like it's just that mode I'm in, is depending on what game. Like when I look at my GameFly list, I'm like, well, what game do I want next? Because do I feel like playing a game that I'm gonna be really into?
Yeah.
Hey, look, my Dodge, have you finished that game yet? Nope. I'm trying, Dodge, man, but I gotta finish it soon because Helldivers, they're gonna have to send that to me, and so they're gonna need me to send it back in order for them to send me Helldivers. So
Cowboy, do you get more frustrated when someone tells you the game's 20 hours and you hit to the 20 hours and then you realize, wait, I'm only 50% through? Does it irritate you?
yes, right now, Holtz, I went online and I looked up how long is Quantum Error. It said it's a 20-hour game. Exactly just what you said. I'm like 20 something plus hours in, and it doesn't even seem like I gotta be maybe 10 hours from the ending. I'm like, who said it was 20 hours?
Do you know what? I can't stand talented people. Do you know what, right? If I go onto YouTube and I watch a person play Persona 5 Royal,
right,
they'll run through a palace in 20 minutes like ninjas, and I'll be there 3 hours later. And then I wonder why my game experience has tripled. And I'm like, but I'm still doing it good. I'm not struggling. I'm still great. I just wonder if, and you feel that's where the time goes.
And I'm playing it on easy. And thank God I had FCAT to be like, no, go here, go there, and tell me stuff. Or I wouldn't even be where I'm at.
And that's I think we mentioned this in the past, Cowboy, when we talk about God of War, Last of Us, Horizon.
Yeah.
It's not that we want these features, but we didn't think we want them first. But it's just nice to say, you wander off the path, just go that way to the story.
Yeah.
And,
so
and
if I want to wander off the path, I know that the waypoint's saying go that way, but I'll get to it when I feel like it. But like Quantum Error has the worst waypoint ever. It pops up and then just disappear, and you never see it again.
Where you like the waypoint like Dead Space, don't you? Where the trajectory went on the floor. And
Dead Space has the best waypoint in a game. Like me and Sandy love that. It just, show you where to go. And every time you walk and it disappears, you hit it again.
Yeah.
Like that. I love that. Loved it. Yeah.
So I feel like that's the way I consume these days. But I'm the same. Once I see my timeline and someone's completed it half the time, I'm like, what the hell does you do?
So I seen that bio. Apparently CM Punk got injured during the Rumble. I didn't know how real it was. Also Braun Breaker took Brock's spot. I did read that as well. I'm voting Cowboy for WWE CEO. Let's go. But WWE they got bought out by another company a while ago, so they don't need a CEO. So that's kind of like bad news right there, Maker, or you're kind of off a little bit. So Vince been not the top guy in the company because the company was bought months ago. So
didn't he resign from his seat in the board directors?
Correct. So, but yeah, they already sold. They already sold WWE. So him leaving doesn't matter at all. He wasn't making any decisions on the actual product anymore anyway. So he wasn't in charge of storytelling or anything. So didn't.
And that's it. And with my mind, with Vince, my mindset says, if his allegations are true, and he gets, in court proven true, to me it won't tarnish what WWE is now going forward. Right. I'll probably look back one day and go, Cowboy, remember the time in early 2000? And I'll go, who cares? And then I'll focus on what's happening now in MMA and WWE.
You're right.
It'll probably boil over, and Vince McMahon will come back and be like, I'm on the board again, just like last time.
Well, that's what people are saying.
Not now. They can't do that now.
People like that on the internet. We need
it before.
No, this is different. So they had like Slim Jim was gonna pull their they have this is different. So before it was he say she say, they're throwing terms around of human trafficking and stuff. So this is different. So last time this is big different. And then plus last time it was still they needed him to actually do the deal to get them sold. Right now, that's past tense. The company's already sold, and he already stepped down. This new company wouldn't let him come back. That's a difference.
It goes back with people on YouTube and on the internet, like, we need a McMahon to run the company. We need Shane or Stephanie. And I'm like, no one cares anymore.
No one cares
Wrestlers
anymore.
come and go. So the managers, so the CEOs move on.
The main thing with wrestling is who's helping the stories, and Triple H is the one helping the story. So everybody believes in his vision. The wrestling been doing really good with him helping to create the story. So his leaders, he's the guy that's ahead of the story writers right now. So they don't need Vince McMahon.
You don't want Stephanie McMahon to come back and go, I was telling my husband what to say behind the scenes. Because everyone will go, boo, who cares?
You can bring that up tomorrow for reality.
Yeah. We'll definitely bring that up tomorrow. I already got that ready for tomorrow. Let me see. He got a torn pec. Damn, that sucks. Let me see. CM Punk whining would be too predictable, which make no sense with storyline that he can have with Seth, in my opinion. What's going on, man? So here's the thing with CM Punk is I heard when he was in AEW, he had 3 matches, and each match he got injured. But so that's kind of crazy. He would get injured again, but we'll see. Because Raw come on tonight. But anyway, with that being said, Oates, what game are you looking forward to the most in 2024? What games do you got your eye on?
So, Phantom Blade, Stellar Blade, Wulong, Black Myth, Final Fantasy 7, Persona 3, Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. There's so much within the first 6 months. And then I'll wait until what comes out. But I've got all my pre-orders, got Rise of the Ronin, I've got all sorted. I'm happy. I might not even finish all these, but I'm going to try my best to put a big, hefty chunk in the next 6 months. And then I can sit back, put my feet up, and then worry about what's coming in the fall. But at the moment, that's...
They're saying that Grand Blue Relink game is a gacha game.
What does that mean?
Like gacha. Like, it's got microtransactions.
Like loot boxes, and you grind for the boxes and the loot.
Some people love
you
that,
never heard the term gacha game?
Well, I heard gachas like sort of like it's like the FIFA, or maybe just like some kind of
no. A gacha game means like they take your money. Like
cash grab.
Yeah, so that's like loot boxes, like the FIFA boxes. Yeah, I mean, to me, before we go, I don't mind that. If you're going to say to me, here's some orbs, money, XP boosts, whatever, that's great if I want it. But usually I just play games without that, and I don't even care. I don't even notice it's there half the time. I just play the RPG experience, how I play it, and that's it. I don't focus on the game going, oh my God, I have to buy perks.
Yeah, most of you guys know me that I was super into the Avengers for a few years, and I never spent one dime on cosmetics. So that just shows a game I was super into, and I never spent extra money. So it's definitely a choice, unless it's pay to win. But what about you, FCAT? What games you looking forward to this year? Also, you guys in the chat.
Shoot, there's a bunch of games I hope come out this year.
Okay.
I mean,
well, what games do you know
kick off the year? I'm doing Helldivers 2 and Vanishers, of course.
Okay.
Like everything else, like I don't know when they're gonna come out, or if any gets delayed till next year. So, but I mean, hopefully, Star Wars Outlaws, Indy,
right?
Stalker 2. There's a lot of games coming out this year that I'm going to be interested in. I want Concord to come out this year. I want Clockwork Revolution to drop this year.
What I was curious on, are there games that that is coming out this year, and you're like, oh, you're definitely getting that game, and you're going to play that game?
The only ones like I know of that are definitely coming out is Helldivers and Vanishers. Like that's the only games that have a date.
Right, that's what I was curious,
Right.
So Maker said Final Fantasy, Rebirth, Black Myth, Hollow Knights, Hellblade 2, are the big ones for him. For me, I do love multiplayer games, but I haven't had a multiplayer game I've been like, oh guys, let's get on and play together. I have a strange feeling Helldivers might scratch that niche. So I hope that's going to be a game where I'm like, Holtz, what are you doing Saturday? And we jump on and we run around.
Helldivers could possibly be a Destiny
Guys,
killer.
you have to sell that onto me because I've not played Helldivers since the PlayStation Vita, so it's like
Okay, yeah, I never even played the first one.
I don't even know where
The
the hype
second one is
from.
third person. It's the third.
Yeah, see, I never even played the first one, Holtz, but it just looks like this game looks like it showed a one guy carrying the rocket and the other guy's holding the thing to put the rocket in. So it looked like you got teamwork. One guy shooting the big creature as it's coming. You're like, hurry up, load the rocket.
As you know, Cowboy, I'm not going to extend it, but the best one was Army of Two.
Yes.
That was the best.
Yeah, we're going to be strategizing a lot.
It'd be like that, where you co-op strategizing between the two, and one of you takes the aggro, one of you carries. I'll get behind that.
Or a Way Out. Did you play a Way Out, Holtz? You played a Way Out?
No, not Way Out. I've played Army of Two.
Did you play It Takes Two?
No, I never had no one to talk with. Yeah, but I know what you're on about, the co-op game.
Yeah. Those were really good co-op games because you had to play with each other. But like you said, yeah, Army of Two was it was shooting and fighting and action, and you had to like let the guy stand on your shoulders or lift him up, and yeah. But yeah, so Helldivers 2 looked like it's gonna give me that itch. Other than that, I don't think I know of another game that has a date that I actually care to play. So I'm just interested in what's ever gonna come my way. But it's cool that Helldivers is coming out soon. And I'm not excited for it, but I just hope that it scratches that itch that I haven't had scratched since.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I hope it gets me away from Destiny a bit.
Like I would love to be like, FCAT, what you doing, bro? We got to get on.
Yeah, we're gonna be strategizing a lot in that game. It from the gameplay I've seen, it kind of seems like a little bit kind of like Destiny. It's Destiny-ish.
Yeah. But third person, and then
but third person,
yeah, and then there's no PvP, so it'd just be us as a team trying to go against the computer.
Yeah. What if the third Helldivers 3 turns out to be a first-person shooter? That'd be crazy.
I mean, it's possible. They would cover all the bases, right?
Right.
And then they'll make a racing game.
The first one was a top-down twin-stick shooter. This one's third person.
I have to watch a trailer for that. I don't even remember that game. I don't even remember Helldivers 1 at all.
Yeah, it's a top-down twin-stick shooter.
I'll probably see it, and it'll ring a bell. But all right, guys, I want to end it off on some gaming. See what we all thought and what we were looking forward to playing. I am gonna go get ready and go see my granddaughter, and then when I come home, I'll watch wrestling. Wrestling was really good over the weekend, the pay-per-view, and so I'm looking forward to watching it tonight. So hopefully nothing gets spoiled while I'm at the hospital. But with that being said, any last things you want to throw out there, Holtz, before we go?
Oh, am I getting the closing sentence?
Let's do it.
Well, guys, this stream was epic. You might as well call it Like a Cowboy Infinite Content, because now your mama knows.